All right. Should be going live any second now. There we go. Now it says everything's good. Go ahead and refresh this. Kick my light on. Apparently, I don't know what time this starts. I thought it started at 7:30, not 6:30. I don't know where I saw 7:30, and it could be a time zone difference thing that I just wasn't aware of. So we should be good. There we go. That's YouTube chat working on this side. So we should be good to watch this in 15 minutes. It'll be very interesting to see what's going to happen. But until that starts, which is full screen that, please. Or I guess I won't. We'll go ahead and just go right into stream. Thank God I did not have the proper video capture device checked. There we go. We are going to go ahead and kit bash this guy really quick. It's not going to take 5 minutes to do this, honestly. So the only problem is this is basically a fully put together hand. So these bits don't match. So we're going to need our clippers and a hobby knife. I can't believe that I fucking got that time entirely wrong. Oh, I thought the camera hadn't changed. Just fuck off. Let me see if I can find what I need. Because I know these clippers are here somewhere. There they are. And we'll do this real quick while we wait. Because it ain't going to take much. Yeah. I've got an idea. Clip this out. Then we'll... I'm like 50-50 on magnetizing this hand or not. But we shall see. Do a dry fit. Oh, that'll work, actually. I was gonna say I don't want to break the resin, but I do have multiple of these printed. So grab my hobby knife. There it is. I'm gonna move this over so I can see you all when you do join. Actually, I can just do this. Bam. There we go. It's going to be very interesting on what's going to happen. It's, I don't know anything. Hopes I have Berserker Surgeons and Berserkers on, what are they? Juggernauts. You know, something they should have had for years now, but we'll see. Oh, well, it's starting a little fucking early. All right, we're gonna kill the volume for that. Starting way earlier than expected. And then afterwards, we'll finish this up. We'll work on a mini or two for a little bit tonight. I'm still super tired, so we won't do a whole lot tonight. But we can at least do this, get this done, do some kit bashing maybe afterwards. Oh, perfect. That works. Okay. Where'd it go? There it is. And we'll snip these out, these little fingies. By the time we're done with this, I'll probably be starting the show. Like, actually starting it, not just firing everything up. I would love to not have to glue these, but I know I'm going to have to glue these. I'm like 90% sure we're going to have to magnetize this so quickly. Don't get glue everywhere, please. Yeah, but a dab in there. That should be plenty for each. This is the thumb. A finger. I don't think these fingers are very specific. Oh, that's a tight squeeze. But that should. Don't you dare super glue to my finger, god damn it. Should be that. Now, I'm still 50-50 on whether or not I'm going to magnetize this. Oh, nothing's changed yet. It looks good. If I can get that damn thing to stay glued together, I might magnetize it. That might be the best, honestly. Because this is really wanting to be a giant pain in my ass today. So let's go ahead and glue this back. And what would it take to magnetize? Because it would allow it to spin a lot freer. And if this was to ever break, I could always just hot swap it out. Not only that, but if you got two of these hands, you could just hot swap them between the flamer version and the non-flamer. The chain gun version. Actually, that's a genius idea. Two hands is better than one. Okay, you know what? Why don't we just use the bits from the kit? Because those probably look a touch nicer. So, grab those real quick. Let me find the fingers. Of course, they're here. That is not... Okay. Where's the rest of that at? That's Necrons. Oh, I'm blind. Nope. Yes. Yes, I was blind. All right. Okay, these are size specific, so I want to make sure they all go correctly. No, that's not that hard to do. Go back one. Let's go back two. $24 is the thumb. And the thumb, yep, it's in there. Oh, that works a lot better than the 3D prints do. Just gotta maybe snag a touch. Oh, wait. Oh, well, if you have the hand open, it'll probably glue in super easy. So let's put super glue in these again. And we shall try again. Thumb. $11. Okay, this just looks weird. And I guess it's 10 and 12. Okay, it is. Awesome. I don't know why those fingers look weird. Because the 3D prints are the exact same, and they still also look weird. Thought my audio wasn't working for a second there. Let me go ahead and throw this on. And we'll get the last one on. Then we'll see how much longer it is till that live stream starts. What time is it? 25, so it's 5 minutes. All right, get this last one in here. Of course, we'll let this sit and dry while the stream goes on. So let's throw clippers on the floor. Make adjustments. Where's my phone? Let me make sure everything went off without a hitch. Because my phone didn't... Stop it. My phone didn't notify me. It does say that I'm live, so that's good to know. All right. I think we still got 5 minutes. So for sure, I think honestly it'd probably be best to magnetize this, because while you can cut this nub down, it's not gonna stay. And this is resin, and you don't want this to break. But a little dry fit action going. That looks super dope. Howdy. I started early because I've totally forgot that that was supposed to happen at 6:30. Oh, hell yeah, man. Actually, if you didn't see it yet, I did make a video on how I think most people should get into the hobby. I'd highly recommend Kill Team. Because you can have your own game mode without... Okay, don't put pressure on that because that's a 3D print. That can break. Okay, perfect. So, we're going to watch the World Championship preview and hope... Oh, you're into the hobby already? Okay. Oh, you're a new hobby YouTuber. Oh. My bad, I didn't read it that bad. I sometimes my brain reads too fast for my mind to actually read it. Nope. We were gonna work on this earlier, or we were gonna work on this before stream, or before the live event, but I wanted to, for sure, have like bits of these Necron bits in the armor somewhere, so it obviously has been attacked and pieces that were broken off and stuff. But I'm going to have to do some magnetization before I can do any of that, because it is a pain. That and this, I don't want to super glue this resin piece, and because I'd rather have it rotatable. But that does look pretty good. If it would actually stay on there. Okay, I want to leave it off just so I don't accidentally super glue it. But everything else should fit. Yeah. I'll probably do the flamer. And the flamer should fit perfectly. the exact same way. I mean, there's nothing. Yeah, you put 15 in there, so yep, it's designed exactly the same. Nice. That should work out, no problem. I kind of do wish I had the little shoulder guard, but we'll do the flamer. You could 3D print a second one of these, or I could 3D print a second one of these and do a not a chain fist. A chain fist would be dope. The Gatling cannon or whatever that is, chain gun, whatever it is. I could do the version of that and make them hot swappable since they're going to be magnetized. But that's not going to be too hard to throw a magnet into. As a matter of fact, let me grab a magnet. I just saw them 3 seconds ago, and now they're gone. I see them. We still got time, so. Ow. Okay, there we go. Now, the only problem I have with magnetization sometimes is finding magnets that are strong enough, more or less, is my biggest concern. Oh, that's perfect. I don't even gotta drill a hole for it. Then I would have to snap off some of this. How am I going to base it? Well, I've got extra bits from, like, I want to use this broken I forget what this is. I want to use this I want to use this broken Necron weapon that I cut in half and have part of it on the base and another part of it like lodged in his leg somehow, or like that, so it looks like Necrons have been attacking him. So, I mean, I'm still not 100% on everything, but it's going to be a work in progress. If you do get this, if you do get the stuff when I eventually do the bits boxes, go ahead and use your plastic bits for this, because this looks way better than these were. These fingers look a little weird with them. And I'll still send out the fingers when the mystery bits boxes go out, but we shall see. Let me throw these in the garbage. And we should be... Oh, they're supposed to have already started. And they're late. Huge surprise. Let's go ahead and kick back. And we'll watch this. I know you don't have audio for it yet. There's that. That should be fixed. Oh, they stopped playing music. So we'll see how it goes. Anyone excited for anything you think's going to be revealed? Oh, well, their audio's broken. That's not on me. That's their audio. I'm 90% sure that's their audio and not mine. Don't do this to me. There they go. Go away, chat. Holy shit, this is really running rough. I've never done this side of YouTube before. Let's refresh the page. Okay, something's killing my computer. Oh, Space Wolves get some cool stuff. Would you? Oh, there is a second instance of OBS open, which is probably draining my PC. Okay, that seems to have helped. Okay. I don't want the chat. Go away. This is a giant pain in the ass. Hit this. Okay, there we go. Go away, chat. I know I've got to turn this up for you guys. And kick off the limiter. They're very quiet. That's not on my end. I don't know why they're so fucking quiet.
as you can gather, there's a really exciting...
Let me see if I can fix it through my settings.
Fantastic.
Sorry. This is gonna be scuffed the first time I ever do it.
It's really lovely to be here. Now,
let me... That just pumps my volume, sorry.
Why are we here? Well, we've got a little...
We go to the mixer. Okay, they just turned it up. Let me know if you guys can hear everything fine. They turned it up even louder. What the fuck was that?
There we are. That is... I'm not used to having to pause for applause after every video. We're going to have to get used to that, I think. That is
nice.
the World Championships. Some of the,
Hopefully this is way better than Adepticon. Adepticon was terrible. That's the only other one I've watched.
It's been a really amazing celebration of Warhammer and the hobby in general.
Yeah, to see like the better part of 1,000 people participating in a really good-natured,
Sorry.
competitive tournament, and then
I gotta turn it up for myself. Jeez.
where they're exploring
God, these guys are quiet. Why are they so quiet?
linked campaign games. It's been a real thrill. One of the other things that Eddie and I have been talking about and is apparent this year is that it's the 50th anniversary of Games Workshop as a company, which is quite a milestone. And it got us to thinking about like what that means for us, right? I've been in the Games Workshop hobby now for 36 years or so, and except for my wife, all of my favorite people in my life, all of my best friends, I've met through the Warhammer hobby.
Oh, thanks, Adam.
Yeah, you're welcome. And many of them at events exactly like this. Like I've been to birthdays and christenings and
I don't know why they're so quiet.
funerals, all with these wonderful friends
Sorry.
around the world.
That just makes it louder for me.
Was brought into my life, and that's a real boon to me. I think Games Workshop did something really special when Warhammer came into the world.
Yeah, absolutely. And there will be lots of celebrations over on our channels, the Warhammer community website, over the next kind of coming weeks as we look at the 50 years of Games Workshop and celebrate this amazing hobby we're all part of.
Awesome. So,
But you didn't come for that, did you?
you did not come
Come
for
for
that.
that.
So, what really remains now is to tell everybody here and everybody at home how the rest of this show is going to work for the next hour and 15 minutes or so, probably.
Hour and 15 minutes?
For you from all sorts of settings. I listed them all out in that video that we did a while ago. But we've got Warhammer Age of Sigmar, we've got the Old World, we've got the Horus Heresy, Necromunda, and Warhammer 40,000. So there's loads of great stuff to enjoy. Should we start with our first reveal?
I think we should have our first.
That might be a touch loud, I'm sorry.
Right, well, let's
I added a
run the
gain
show.
filter to them, so they should be louder. AOS, okay. New starter boxes. Put some time. Oh fuck, yeah. Sorry. I cannot do that. I'm sorry. Okay. Quit adjusting your audio. GW. They don't have subtitles listed for this. Oh, it's like Dawn of War box.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are really excited to preview to you today Warhammer Quest Darkwater, the latest iteration of the extremely popular Warhammer Quest series, and it's a fantastic...
I don't know if you can kick subtitles on for me and it'll work or not.
Yeah, so those of you who are familiar with Warhammer Quest, you might have played some of the Warhammer Quests in the past. It is effectively you and a band of friends go on an adventure into the darker, more grim places within the Warhammer setting.
Yeah,
This particular one, you are going into the...
I don't know why they don't have live subtitles. That makes zero sense.
And as you saw there in the video, there is an amazing range
Their audio's
of
dog shit
aggregate
again.
and
What the fuck?
miniatures in that box set for your heroes to fight against. So yeah, should we have a look at some
Fantastic,
of the...
yeah, let's do the models.
So some of these ones we have already had a chance to look at on the Warhammer community website. We've previewed a few of the heroes already. We'll have a quick rattle through some of those. But first off, this is the...
Yeah, I know it's quiet on their end.
There, and you can see you've got
I'm just trying to keep it so you guys can kind of hear it.
Absolutely. It's everything you need to have these outstanding adventures and to explore the Jade Abbey. We'll talk in more
I
detail
imagine
about
I'm
some
gonna
of
have
the
to
things
sit
that
here
you
and
are
like
familiar
raise
with
and
previous
lower
iterations of Warhammer Quest.
the game.
Might be raising some questions. If
That's
you
gonna be a
bored,
fun
don't
game
worry,
to play.
everything you need to know. Let's look in some detail at the miniatures. He says. Any moment now.
I've added
I mean,
27
I can describe
decibels
them here
to
on the map for you while we wait for the next tile to come along. I'll tell you about the map while we wait for the... Oh, there we go. Thanks, saved from having the ad-lib. Good Lord. So, here is Edmarc Valoran. He's known as the Manticore Knight, and he's essentially a warrior so arrogant...
or whatever
he
the
believes
AOS
he's the greatest
equivalent is.
mortal warrior in the service of Sigmar. And he's looking for a quest worthy to prove those skills. And so he's joined this mission into the Jade Abbey to redeem it from the clutches of Nurgle. If you want to be a superbly arrogant and expert warrior and just like wail on the enemy with a big war axe, this is the guy for you.
Yeah, very cool miniature. We have seen this one before already, so we'll move on swiftly to some of the next heroes, hopefully, that we can have a look at. Here we are. There's another one that we have, I think, seen already, but a very cool model, so we'll just look at it for a little bit. This is Inara Scion, the Cleansing Blade. She is one of the last survivors of the Jade Abbey's fall, and she has come back with the power of the realm of
I am going to
try
have to
and
do some
cleanse the forces
finagling,
of
so
Nurgle
I
from
might
her
not talk
former
a bunch
abbey.
because their audio's
Out
off.
of the other characters that we've already previewed, the next one up.
Give me my
should
world
be-
eaters, please. Please
There
give
we
me
go.
2 models, please.
Inara's still
Two
showing off
models
to
is all I
everybody.
want.
She carries an amphora of the cleansing
hoping for
waters
anything
that the
released
Jade Abbey
in
were
this
once
pasta?
famous for, and she plans to use that to restore life to the Abbey. This is Bren Tylis, the renegade saint. She's the descendant of a real proper saint, but she's lived her life. She's lived her life as a warrior mercenary and now feels a higher call, so she's scavenged the armor of her ancestor, her forebear, and she's joining this quest to try and make something of herself. Hence, she's taken that name.
First
the
looked
Renegade
kind of,
Saint.
yeah, I did think of.
I
Finally,
think the
it
next
looks very
one that we
basic.
have
They
seen
probably
already might be
rush
your
painted
favorite
these.
of the boxes.
This is my favorite of the heroes in the box by a long way.
Because this
I've waited
dwarf
quite a
actually
long
looks
time to see
super
a
good. He
dwarf
was probably
that
painted
looks like
last.
this. This is Drolf Ironhead, the arch enemy in Darkwater. Enacted a horror on his hold and flooded
said
it
this is
with
gonna be
fetid
an hour
waters
and
drove his
15
people out.
minutes.
So he's on a vengeance quest.
Oh, it does
He's
look like
joined
he's
this
sneaking
mission
right there.
into,
That's actually really cool.
Darkwater to seek revenge for what
It'd be
happened
very
to his
interesting to see
Yeah,
what
just a
all
really
they
cool
do.
classic Dwarven miniature. You can't quite see it on these shots, but he does have a crossbow on his back.
He does,
as well.
like a foldable crossbow on his back.
But
Right.
we've seen these ones already. Let's have a look at something new, shall we? Here we are. This is
Yeah, a wood elf.
Elfanor, the Forest Prince.
Centaur?
This is a Kernothi hero, so a kind of Sylvaneth-aligned follower of the god of the hunt. And he is a prince of his people on his quest to
I'm
find
not
the
gonna
biggest,
lie, if I
scariest
wanted
monster
to
he
do
can and
Aztec
kill it
Space
in the
Marines,
name
I would
of the god of
definitely
hunting.
steal
And he has picked out
that
the
piece
demon
that's on
prince
top
that
of his
lives,
head
squats
with
at
the
the heart
feathers
of the
and
Jade
throw it on
Abbey
a
to
Space
kill.
Marine. I think it would
He is going
fit
to claim
really
that
good.
head for the god of the hunt.
I mean, he is a centaur.
Fantastic.
He's half horse. Come on.
Next up, a really unusual hero. I know,
didn't know
right?
Space Wolves
I don't
are
know
in
if you
this
can hear it at
game.
home. The sort of noise that went over the crowd here was quite cool. This is Drashavorn. This is Drashavorn. He's a chieftain of a tribe of savage warriors who live in the realm of life. And he's got an interesting thing on his side. You
Bro,
can see the Ebon
that's
Claw,
a wolf-
which
a
gives him
wolf
this power
kill.
to take on a more
Is
feral
it
and
not?
savage aspect.
Just
and
painted
he's-
different?
He's here for blood. He's absolutely gunning for the forces that have taken control of the
You
Jade
could-
Abbey.
you could
His people,
probably
they
use that as a
live by the
proxy
rivers that
model for a
flow through
wolf-
it, and
or
their
wolf
lands are now corrupted and polluted by the sort of toxins that come out of the Jade Abbey since its fall.
Absolutely. Yeah, very cool. There is, you can see him from various different angles. He was once a man, is slowly morphing into a creature of Gyron, a kind of half beast, half
I
man.
imagine all this stuff's probably going to come out Christmas
hero
time
there.
sometime next year.
Next up,
Ish.
This might be my favorite from the box. This is Jacobus Vine, the Jade Wizard.
So is
We've
this
had
just
Jade Wizards
Dungeons and Dragons,
in
but with
Warhammer
minis
for
and
almost
stuff?
like 40 plus years, I think. But this is a mage from the realm of life and the realm of Gyron.
Like
and as you can see there, he's accompanied by spiked spirit of the realm of Gyron.
The Beastman
He has a little
more than
owl
anything else.
creature on his
Beastmen
shoulder
look dope.
and a fox-like dog spirits that runs around with him.
Yeah, essentially his wooden dog
So,
called Whisper,
well,
and that's a really
they did
useful
get a
playing
brain
piece within the
refresh
game,
not
and
long
he's
ago.
got a spite owl shout on his shoulder. Yeah, he's fantastic.
The old world
and
Beastman
also,
did.
I like the fact that his feet
I don't know
don't
about
touch the
yours.
ground. The vines are keeping him sort of...
I think if I was walking around in Nurgle's garden, I wouldn't want to touch the ground with my feet either, frankly. So those are the heroes. That's your choices. And when you play this game, it is a cooperative game. The idea is that you get together with a bunch of your friends and fight through against the various horrible denizens of the
You could
Jade
turn
Abbey.
that
Let's have a
into
look at some of those,
D&D so
starting
fast.
with the smallest and least scary of the monsters.
Almost cute. These are the Maya Kelpies. These are horrible
Kelpies.
demonic creatures
Oh,
that
that's
sort of
actually
slump
mythology.
around in the
That's
disgusting
actual
waters.
Scottish
that sort of
mythology.
Run ankle deep throughout the entirety of the Jade Abbey. Individually, not very dangerous, but if you find yourself cornered, they'll surround you and pull you down. You have to be careful about them at all times.
Yeah, absolutely. Kind of
It's
made
so
of the
tiny.
horrible infested fen water of the Jade Abbey that is infested with Nurgle's curses and plagues. So those are your smallest monster. Next up, we have something a little bit... Oh, no, sorry. Before we get there, we have the treasure token. So even the treasures in this quest are
They're
kind of
Nurgle.
possessed and
Little
infested. You have to
Nurgling
pull them from
boys.
the slimy claws of a demon of Nurgle.
The one with the big eyes
That's
is just
vile.
adorable, isn't it?
It is a little bit adorable, but also sort of gross. Yeah.
Why does Nurglings?
There we are. Those are the treasure
Nurgle
tokens. There's a couple of
minis
those
end
in
up
the
being
box as
kinda
well. Those
cute,
represent
like
things that you're
Nurglings,
trying to
these
find.
things.
And I guess you're trying to get that sword, although I don't think I'd want to be
on,
wielding
man?
that
If
much.
you look at the
afterwards.
symbol on the hill, I don't think that's a
I
sword.
don't, I don't,
That's
I don't
not
want to
on
touch
me,
that,
man.
But
That's
your heroes do,
them.
because it gives them bonuses, so there you go.
I can hear the
next up
echo
on the
as
monster
well.
list, though, we have the Pox Wretches. These are effectively mortals that have been
Say that over
infested,
and over and over.
infected
Oh.
by Nurgle.
There's a
They
reason
are your
why
sort
I
of
have not
zombie
painted
equivalent
my
shambling
children.
hordes that move towards
I
your
totally
heroes.
understand.
Individually, again, not all that scary, although certainly scarier than Maya Kelpies.
I think
but
they're in
together
like
they can
an
drag your
area
heroes
for
down,
an
and
audience.
those rusted
That's why
blades
there's
you
an
definitely
echo
don't want
and
to
they
get
have
stabbed by. You
speakers
get quite a
going
lot of these in the box.
Yeah, there's loads of interesting cues as well that sort of key into Nurgle and what we know about it, the sort of swollen limbs and the pustules and the buboes and things. But a thing to look for is all these walls, these circular patterns that you see on all of the war gear.
I love how they all are cycloptic.
And was
They're all
sort of
cyclopses.
once, I guess, connected to the realm of
They
life.
got
and the
covers
sort of
over their
positive
eye
things.
'cause that's their
You
one
saw
weak
on
spot.
the Jade Wizard staff, but now it's been corrupted and
We don't
subverted
need to
into something
see.
entirely
All we need is
unpleasant.
Nurgle.
Yeah, you can see the kind of symbol of Gyron is slowly morphing into the symbol of Nurgle there on the guy's breastplates. But there we go, that's the Pox Wretches. One step up from those are the Maggotkin of Nurgle Pestigors.
Oh, these are the
waiting.
beast-
Pestigors,
oh,
obviously
okay,
part of
they're
Warhammer for a long time.
mixtures.
Oh, we can hear some big fans of Pestigors in the crowd there.
The Pestigor Massive have turned out.
Yeah,
Bro's got a
Pestigor is
fork.
Pestigor, as they say. So there's a whole bunch of these guys. They are sort of
hammer,
rotten
a
goats with
sickle
various different
cut in
farming
half,
implements and
an
shields and
actual
all sorts of
sickle.
things. As you would imagine, these are beast men, so they're fairly durable. They hit fairly hard. They're certainly a step up from the Pox Wretches. And if you get into a fight with too many of these, they will drag your heroes down.
Surprisingly, skin tone.
But
That's
there
all
are
right,
bigger
man.
and
Don't worry
more
about
dangerous
it.
things. to
There's
be found
always the
inside
VOD
Jade
you
Abbey
can
than
check out
these.
later.
These are the Cankerborn.
Oh God.
This is what it looks like. We've seen what it looks like when demons possess weapons or demons possess creatures. This is what it looks like when demons literally possess the ground. These are hideous conglomerations of the ground of the Jade Abbey, combined with demonic essence, and you can see they've got stones and rocks in their shoulders. They've got 3 heads that look like plague bearers. These are foul creatures and extremely dangerous.
Yeah, you can see
That's
like bits
wild.
of ancient sacred stone is on their back, and you can imagine that Nurgle has infested the land around them, and these sort of like henge-like structures are kind of coming out of the ground. They would have previously been in the sort of sacred fens of Gyron, but this has been well and truly infested by Nurgle. You can see the heads are quite reminiscent of a plague bearer, but these guys stand almost like 50% again taller than a normal plague bearer. They've got a kind of triple head, 3 eyes in the symbol of Nurgle. They are a pretty formidable foe for your heroes to face.
Okay, that should work.
Absolutely. Next,
Sorry,
I think
I'm
it's probably going to get
dicking
the
around
biggest
with audio
reaction.
stuff.
Here is my hunch after we've seen these. These are the Blight Templars.
Yeah, so this is an elite unit of
You could kit
Maggotkin.
bash
They
that
are
on the
effectively
40K.
the former
You could for
Templar
sure use the helmets.
defenders of the Jade Abbey, fallen to the plagues of Nurgle, so very well armored, very durable, you know, knights of Nurgle effectively, and these are some of the toughest troops your guys are going to face as you venture into the Jade Abbey.
Absolutely. And who leads the Blight Templars? This is my favourite model in the set.
What is that?
If you didn't hear that at home, that was the crowd going wild for these guys. This is Molgoth the Cleaver.
When you're
and he is,
left-handed and you're
an
14.
officer amongst the Blight Templars. There's a lot to talk about here, but essentially, think of him as a superior henchman level character, which your heroes are going to really struggle to fight.
I do like all the
everything about this
antlers
model
and stuff
just
attached to
screams
them.
Golden Demon.
Yeah, I think this is a phenomenally cool model. I'd be very surprised if we didn't see some painters do some wonderful things with this. I think anything Nurgle immediately lends itself to a lovely paint scheme if you've got the time. Some of the things on there, that enormous arm with the symbol of Gyron on it, that huge axe.
For me, it's the debossed fly on his breastplate. It just looks really good.
He's
All
got
these
antlers
minis
there
look
as well.
really
That's
good.
kind of a recurring theme across some of these Nurgle miniatures, is the corruption of the realm of Gyron, which previously would have had.
I need to add like
antlers
an
would have been a
AOS
symbol of
channel
the hunter,
and
God of
everything to
Kurnoth,
Discord at some
but they've
point.
all been corrupted in the name
AOS,
of
Star Wars
Nurgle.
Legions.
Fantastic. Where do we go from
Mordor,
here?
Trench
This
Crusade.
is Foulhoof, the shaman. He's the nominal leader of the Pestigor, which infest the Jade Abbey. He's a fantastic model, and I can imagine you'll find some use for him beyond Darkwater, should you so desire.
Yeah, he looks like a fairly unpleasant character. He's going to be leading those Pestigor. Also gives a little bit of magical trouble for your heroes to have to deal with. He's one of the sort of end-of-level bosses, I guess, almost within Warhammer Quest that you've got to overcome.
Yeah, absolutely.
But there's
Man,
more.
they really
This is
they
perhaps
really
the most
talk about this a
disturbing
lot.
model in the set.
There's a
It's
lot to
super
this.
gross.
It gets worse the longer you look at it. This is Belga the Sistwitch. So within the Jade Abbey, back when it was a place of life and fecundity, there was an order of sisters that maintained the sacred waters there, and she was a jealous and grasping lady who wanted more power than she was due, and so she sided with the coup that eventually froze the Jade Abbey down.
Ugh.
And this is her reward.
Maggot body.
She has an enormous maggoty body that kind of appears from underneath her. It's just
rough.
absolutely abhorrent. There are two more sisters also in the body, if you look carefully. This is
that's where the
completely
extra
repugnant
arms
in
come
absolutely
from.
the best way.
Okay.
Absolutely gross. Absolutely gross. But there's more that's not quite finished yet. Last up, we have the leader of the
Big
forces
arm.
of Nurgle,
I think they all come in the
Gelgus
box.
Hust,
If
who
they
is
don't
the
all come in
demon
the
prince
box,
of
I'd be
Nurgle,
pissed.
squatting at the center of the Jade Abbey, leading those forces, a former Templar of the Abbey himself, risen to demonhood for infesting the Jade Abbey in the name of Nurgle. Absolutely horrible, but still phenomenal miniature.
You could kit bash the
Yeah,
shit
I
out
mean,
of some
everything
of the
about this
stuff
guy
in
just
the
screams
40K.
like superior, like boss character. He's enormous, he's powerful.
Especially as
and
the
he's gonna be
three-headed
great
things. Those things look
in this
awesome.
game, and also I think if you're a collector of the Maggotkin of Nurgle, in general, you're going to be very excited to have them in your collection too. Right. So we've talked at some length about the different miniatures that you find inside the set. It's all really just an incredible selection of models for you to play your games with. But there's more to the set than just that. So let's look at some of the other things.
Okay,
that,
so this
come
is
inside
all
it and
in
help you
one
play your
set.
games.
I'm gonna guess it's gonna be $250,
There's the box. I mean,
$300.
that's useful to put it all back in at the end of the night. So this book here is your map for when you're playing Warhammer Quest Darkwater.
This is
It's an incredible map book. The next image will show you what it looks like when you open it up. Every scenario inside the game is a different spread within this map book. So you lay it open, it lies flat. What this means for your gaming night is that you can be playing inside of 5 minutes, right? You get your friends round,
I want
you
a party
decide which
though.
scenario you're playing, you lay your map down, and you are
Flirt
playing
McKinsey.
immediately.
I think that it's very.
But this is
handy,
basically
it's very quick.
D&D.
Each level represents like a different
Okay, that's
delving
actually
into,
really dope.
the Jade Abbey itself.
Doing like a
I think
D&D
to really get a
style
sense of how
kinda
this
campaign.
works, it's probably best to see it for yourself.
Wonder
We
if
do
they're gonna
have
do that
a
for
copy of the box,
anything
so I'm
other
going to
than
run off for 1
Necromunda.
second and grab that, and Adam's going to tell you all about it.
So I will narrate for a moment while Eddie goes and gets the box. We managed to secure one and bring it across from over the ocean. So while Eddie opens that up, he might be able to show you some of the frames that come in it, as well as the sort of the materials.
I've got coffee pouches that I've been using because I've almost been taking
we've got
naps.
the camera on it now. So this is the frame that all the heroes come on. So you see they're all sort of easy to build models, as in they're relatively simple to put together.
If those are all pushed to fit, I'd be furious.
Beige color frame. So if you don't want to paint your models before you play your first game, you don't have to. You'll be able to tell who's who, because all the bad guys will be grey and all the good guys will be this sort of bony color.
That's just because they're in an area with a live
Eddie's got
audience.
the frame which has got the sort of the character villains on it. On the back of Gelga's bust, he has folded.
See, I can see
really
these getting
disgusting
scalped and then these all being sold individually.
Deep inside the box, there's a second box, and that's where all of the sort of the material for playing the game is found. So it's got it's
like
full
a
of
two
cards
kill
and
team
things.
box.
On the right-hand side of the screen now, as you
Well,
look at
with
it,
less
that's the
terrain.
map.
I don't think there's any
For instance,
terrain.
to open it up, you'll see exactly what it all looks like. So this is he's just set up a map for playing the game.
Oh, that's
If you've ever
and you move
spent
it tile
hours,
by tile.
hunting around for the right tile, this is going to make your games night with your friends and family.
Okay.
And the crowd is responding really quite warmly to this. Each of these is an entirely different scenario and situation, which means you've got hours and hours of just fantastic gameplay to enjoy as you delve through the Jade Abbey and attempt to deliver it from the hands of Gelga's bust. That was cool.
That was
So
fun.
the good guy side.
Right.
You know what, Adam? All of this Nurgle stuff has just got me in the mood for some Age of Sigmar Nurgle.
Oh
You
my
wanna
God.
look to
So
make
that
sure-
was
I wish
old
there was
world.
more than just the Nurgle stuff that was in that box.
Why don't we see what's next up on the show?
Let me get ready on the. Oh, I shouldn't have to mess
I'm
with the
looking at
audio
the screen,
anymore.
waiting for the next image to arrive.
Man, this is more
Actually,
scuff
we're going
than
to take
my
a technical
stream
break for
is.
2 minutes, and we'll be right back.
A 2-minute break? That's a little. Hold on, I don't know about the MCA music. I'm just gonna go ahead and mute that just to be safe. It would be my luck that they would play some fucking copyrighted music and I'd get fucked over. No, but I should have it set up so I don't have to jump the audio up and down like I was earlier. I had to add a gain so you could hear them, and I had to add a limiter. Well, I've used a limiter in order to have it only go so high. So hopefully that fixes their problem, because God, their audio is worse than my first stream ever, and I streamed half of it without a microphone turned on. Holy shit, no wonder. Oh God. Yeah, they're having some problems, all right. I don't know why I thought this was at 7:30. Something made me think it was 7:30. It's 7:30 Eastern time. Maybe that's what it will be. Yeah. I'm not into Old World, but I would probably buy that just to have something as a games night sort of situation. I would be the only one to build and paint everything. I'm trying to get my buddy into painting minis again, but he's not really wanting to paint his Space Marines. And I've told him, I'm like, hey man, you don't start painting them things, because all but one thing was given to him from me. One was a birthday present, and there's a bunch of assault marines, another captain, or like a basic combat patrol I gave to him. I'm like, hey look man, this is from the Combat Patrol magazine. I don't need them right now. If you want to use them, go ahead. And he's based a bunch, but he's barely painted any. And I told him, man, if you don't start painting those, I might strip the paint off of them and fucking use them. Oh God. I only lost 2 pauldrons, and I can 3D print those. You know, I'm starting to think, okay, that's for sure DMCA of all music. How the fuck do they get away with it? You know why I'm not gonna. Nope, we are out of the field now, so it will be a lot more regular streams, probably around this time, 6:30, every day. Pretty much every day. Tomorrow is a big maybe. Oh, also, if you have watched howdy Eternal. If you have watched the video on how to do the tabletop simulator Warhammer, this is not the open call yet to challenge me. But on weekends, maybe this weekend, I don't know. I might want to get some practice in so I can remember how to play Warhammer. I want to have an open challenge, and I already know one person who's going to take me up on it. And I'm going to have to fight Custodes. There will be an open challenge issued at some point, and... Okay. Yeah, but they're GW. They like suing people. Do you think they're not going to DMCA me? And every other streamer who streams this tonight? Dude, are you kidding me? That's like saying, it's a shark. It won't bite you with that bloody hand you have. Are you looking forward to anything tonight, Eternal? Any big hopes like I have with World Eaters? Please, we need something. It's like a desert for new models for us. This really isn't looking good for them. Being this delayed and everything. Oh, a new Trazen would be so fucking cool. I would have to buy that. Well, I'd have to buy two. Because I want to build a Trazen PC and use a bunch of Horus Heresy minis on the inside. And the new stuff. You hope a new Death Guard? Understandable. What was it? Adepticon. Death Guard got a new model. World Eaters got the Slaughterbound, the gross ass shit. And what did, oh my god. Thousand Suns got their robots. You hope they make plastic Titans or not. Most of the Titans are in plastic, aren't they? I wouldn't know. I haven't built any yet. That's gonna have to be like a goal or a punishment or something. Nah? Okay. I'll take your word for it, Eternal. I know you've built a lot more than I have. At least Titans-wise. Are you talking the old range of Titans, like the Horus Heresy era? Dude, a Warhound Titan would be dope. Especially, you could have Angron underneath it, bench pressing it like he does in the book. that would be about on brand. Eternal, are you using FDM prints or resin? Ugh, that's a little too much coffee. I'm not a big coffee guy, and that was a lot of fucking coffee. Ugh. I saw. Have you started painting yet? Also, why haven't you shown me your Emperor's Children Titan yet? FDM. There's some complications with FDM that I don't like messing with right now. And yeah, that's the biggest thing about FDM printing. If you got something that's that big, it can be printed up really easy. Holy shit. Are they going to fix all the technical issues tonight, or is this just going to be the rest of the night? Because this is kind of a pain in the ass. This isn't what I wanted to watch tonight. The technical difficulty stream. Yeah, you've got them posted up in the Discord. I know you've seen it. I know I've seen it. Oh, Eternal. You posted up your thing. Your Saturnite Dreadnought. The checkerboard on that, I just saw that. Definitely getting a resin printer. Well, the fumes of everything. The resin printer I have, so if you look in the description, it shows my turntable that is currently spinning that you can't even see it. I guess I can show you it. There it is. Nope, that's the wrong thing. That's my main camera. There we go. It shows this turntable. The checkerboard wasn't that hard. You're getting real good at freehand then. It shows the turntable and the current 3D printer that I used for Big Titus, the deathwatch stuff, the jet bikes, that kind of stuff. It's a little expensive. It was not going to be the first 3D printer I bought, and it also can come equipped with what's the thing I'm trying to think of? An air purifier. So those are also affiliate links. So if you buy them, it throws me money. You just make a grid and fill every other box. Yeah. For checkerboard stuff. Well, that's what I got the stamping kits for. Hopefully, if somebody sends me any, well, as of right now, I don't know if he sent it out, but if somebody sends me Harley Quinns, I've got the stamp kits for Harley Quinns, so I ain't gotta do shit for checkerboarding on them. It's not even checkerboarding, it's like diamond boarding. Because it's all in a diamond shape. Oh yeah, Eternal. What you gonna be for real about, man? Ah. That's alright, Pasta. You ain't... You do you, man. You ain't gotta worry about that. Didn't know there was a Warhammer preview today. I thought it was at 7:30, not at 6:30. Apparently, it is gonna be at 7:30 when they fucking start it back up. Because this is kind of, like, pissing me off, honestly. Huge surprise. GW makes me mad. Because if this doesn't end till 8, then I can't stream. Well, I'll magnetize the Dreadnought arm for the Deathwatch arm, or hand, and then that'll probably be the end of stream, because... Didn't know that there was gonna be one this month. Well, you gotta expect that most of this stuff you're not gonna see till next year, if not Christmas time. So you still got a month to be prepared. You can only hope. Apparently they're rebuilding the building so it's soundproofed better. I really wish with the dreadnought with the dreadnought I have, I really wish I could have found like a Deathwatch left side for his armor as well. I've seen people do it before, but I just could not find the STL file for it. And I looked so hard to get the dreadnought stuff, and I got what I was able to get. So in the mystery bits boxes that haven't been put up yet, because I gotta actually get a box together and do it. It'll probably include the Dreadnought arm and stuff as a guarantee in the box. And that should be enough to build a Dreadnought. A Deathwatch Dreadnought, a bunch of Poldrin, Xenos weapons, that kind of stuff. You forgot to prime your Warhound Titan? If you're priming it by airbrush, that's not that bad of a problem to have. I finally got my airbrush back up and going. Oh, you were gonna paint it? Oh. You'll just have to paint all your Necrons. Oh, rattle cans? Dude, that's a lot of money, man. That's a lot of money to be putting into spray paint cans. Okay, so apparently this is the rest of the stream. Nah, I like doing my airbrush basing because it's actually I do it as a primer and it's so much easier. Well, I wasn't painting, so let's go ahead. Watch, as soon as I kick on the good camera, it's going to do whatever. I killed my light earlier. Oh. We were actually working on the Dreadnought. And then I've got this little dude for the PC build. I just now noticed he has one robot leg, and the other one is not. I know this is technically a guard piece. Hobby sprays. Something like a Titan. That is also true. Okay, let me turn that down so you guys don't have to listen to the one song from The Witcher, basically. But no, this is the hand and everything for the deathwatch and stuff. It actually worked out really well. It worked better with the plastic fingers than it did the 3D printed fingers. So I just super glued these in. And the problem I have is this works. That works absolutely fine, but it's going to fall out. So I'm thinking magnetization might be the best option for this. There's just extra bits to put on the base. And I have him set standing back like he's going to shoot the plasma gun. Printing a vein. Gets 3D printer, proceeds to print every big thing. Okay, so if I want to do this, I'm gonna I can green stuff it. I can green stuff the shit out of this. I don't need much. Also, if you do want to play me in a game of Tabletop Simulator Warhammer, it's a casual game. Don't take it so serious. For big stomping. Jesus! I thought I ran my 3D printers hard. I guess I don't run the FDM printer that much. Unless it's terrain. Give her a break. She's worn out. Okay, let's... They've run out of music to play. That's hilarious. Okay, so you might think that that's a little... Like, it's going to add extra length to his arm. That's perfectly fine. Because the magnet practically fits inside there. So let me figure out which side is which. This is the worst part. Is that's not true. They don't have that many Space Marine captains. It's lieutenants they have 1,000 of. I almost bought a was it a jump pack captain? I could have sworn that was a lieutenant, not a captain. I need something to clean this out with real quick. No. Shh, I'll use this. I put way too much in there. No, I went to the hobby store the other day to go pick up the Dreadnought, and I saw there was a Smash Captain in there, and I'm like, I'm not gonna get it. I was kind of surprised that there wasn't a Tomb World box in there. Okay, so that's the way it's supposed to be. I kind of expected to see a Tomb World box in there. I'm happy I didn't. I would have been tempted to buy it to have extra bits. All right, don't super glue this to your finger. Oh shit, they're back. Of course they're back when I'm fucking with super glue. You sons of bitches! You know what? We'll let the super glue dry. We'll use green stuff. You motherfuckers. Let me kill this guy. Later. Let this light. Let this. That's a deathwatch Space Marine, is it not?
Welcome back, everybody. Hopefully we are back alive on the
Oh my god, their echo got worse.
We have all, thank you very much for staying with us through those technical difficulties. We have just seen the incredible new Warhammer Quest Darkwater, and we're going to move swiftly on, as quickly as we can, to the rest of our amazing miniatures coming up soon.
We're staying in the more
Those guys are red in the face.
Let's roll the next slide. Here we go. So, we've
AOS.
seen Darkwater.
Not yet.
Very cool. I
Not
thought those
40K yet.
fantastic miniatures would be if we'd had a bit more Maggotkin of Nurgle.
Oh god, somebody put way too much work into that box. Warhammer, here's your Nurglings, or your Nurgles. You kit bash the shit out of these. And their audio's quiet again. Oh, I gotta turn them up. Sorry. That was on me. Is that Rodigus? They were adding more echoes to their microphones. That looked like Rodigus.
What a fantastic reveal of new Maggotkin of Nurgle for Warhammer Age of Sigmar. The crowd really received some of those things in an excited way.
I love how we can't hear the crowd at all. They're like, the crowd was amazed. Big one did look sick.
New kits. This is the largest release of Maggotkin of Nurgle we've had.
You want to bet this is a Battle Force box?
When we saw a huge wave of miniatures come out. Let's start off with the Pestigors. This is even more Pestigors coming out in addition to the ones that are coming out in the Warhammer Quest Darkwater. These are a different kit. This is a multi-part plastic kit. You can make them in loads of different ways, and they are just as gross and weird and goat-like as you would hope a Pestigor unit would be.
Yeah, fantastic. And you can see sort of all the hallmarks you'd expect.
Oh, definitely wincing and complaining. No one plays AOS.
And buboes and things. And it's a perfect unit to sacrifice in battle as you're trying to win glory.
Wait till they don't show something for Space Marines, they're going to be pissed. Vanguard vets, or they're going to show the 11th edition box.
Absolutely perfect. But they're not the only new infantry.
That's my big guess.
In this
Space Marines in general.
I'm really excited by the next one.
I know we're a little early for the 11th edition box.
He says a little early. There we go. These are the Rot Swords, which are a line infantry unit for the Maggotkin of Nurgle. Think of these.
It would be sick, but it's either that or else it's going to be the 500 world things that
incredibly
got
durable,
leaked a while
highly
back
skilled
ago.
warriors who can absolutely take a beating and keep on fighting through it.
Yeah, this is your battle line unit effectively for Maggotkin of Nurgle. There's
a
nice
lot.
multi-part
Oh,
kit there.
I
You've
love
got battles,
that.
musicians, champions in
Grey
there.
Knights and
This
Demons,
is the
that's
thing
not
gonna be
happening.
The bulk of your
Grey
force,
Knights,
able to kind of
maybe
take the
get
charge
an
from enemy
maybe
units.
get
They can
updated.
obviously dish out the pain because they've got
But
Nurgle weapons.
it's
that can
gonna be
infest their
Ultra
enemies as
Boys,
well.
you know that for
But
sure.
this is just a unit that can take a charge like almost no other in Warhammer Age of Sigmar.
Yeah, absolutely.
There's hella kit bashing potential. Because if they're about the same size, you could get away with these being
you could also paint these very
Space Marines
quickly if
easy.
you wanted to as well. I look at these and think, you know, how you could apply contrast paints to them and get some
Yeah,
brilliant.
they
Catachans?
wash up really nicely, and you've got kind of
Not for the
ways of
box,
wanting to
but
do some
if they
rust or
redid
get some, like,
Catachans,
you can paint
although
those
they
very
just
method if you want to
redid
get away with
Krieg,
it, or you can really spend time
or
and make them very
made
useful
Krieg.
and
I don't know if there was any old
Fantastic.
Krieg models or not.
We saw more
That
than
one I
just
like a
these. The
lot.
next,
With the like
unit on the way.
coins on his
Putrid
face.
Vikings. We've been
Scaled
familiar
armor,
with
that's-
Putrid
that
Vikings
is, that's
for a while.
scaled
We
armor.
see This unit has received something of a glow up, a little bit of a change of the aesthetic. They now really are the priests of Nurgle.
Eternal,
You see
how
that
many
with the
armies do
robes
you
and the
have?
way that they're presenting themselves as like almost like a priestly, I guess I've used the word already, vision of Nurgle worship.
Yeah, so there's a theme across a lot of the Maggotkin of Nurgle, which is
We
the
need world
corruption
eaters,
of the
homie.
realm of life. And you hear that there with those mutated.
Because
horrible
didn't you
antlers,
just paint a
so they're
world eater
taking
too?
symbols
So I know you
of-
got like
of life
8
and,
armies.
abundance
You for
and
sure have
corrupted
as
it.
many armies as
And
I do.
They are
And I
just
have
absolutely horrendous looking
about
unit.
10.
They look lovely on the battlefield. Alongside
I
the
have
rest of the
7
Nurgle
that
things.
are on
They
the Shelf of
Sentai
Fame.
bases, I believe, is the current.
Wait, 1, 2,
Don't sweat it if you bring
4,
future
5,
Blight
6,
units. You can
7,
use
8.
them as well.
I have
It's
8
fine.
armies on the Shelf of
Very
Fame,
cool
and then
unit.
2
They look so good.
that are combat
Next up,
control
I
and
think is
just 1
my
character.
favourites. I
we
really
go.
like this is a new cavalry unit.
Make that
for the
11
Maggotkin of Nurgle,
because
the
I have a
Sloven
Black Templar.
Knights.
I have a single Black
A very
Templar.
popular kit we released in the not too distant past.
Nurgle
was the
Riders,
Harbinger
or
of
Solva
Decay,
Knights.
That was the
talk
Nurgle
about
champion
it.
on a horse, and
You
now
have
he has an
spending
entire
power
unit
eternal.
to lead. This is a
Do we
shock
need to get you
cavalry
help?
unit. They are effectively Nurglate Chaos
Are you-
Knights.
are you in a safe
they've got some
place
really
for
tasty
GW?
rules
Can't
in
hear
game.
you.
They Chaos Knights with it's a very handy little ability to have.
You roll an all-important 3+, and the unit you're engaged with will strike last no matter what.
The helmet
That
looks
is a
really good.
Powerful.
I like that
ability.
helmet quite a lot.
And these hit like an absolute freight train when they come in as well. There's this fantastic-looking unit.
Only 5
It's fair to say the main event.
whole
of this
armies. You said
has
whole.
got to be Festus the Leech Lord.
There's your Leech
hero
Lord.
that we're familiar with from the world that was, now fully imbued as a demon prince of Nurgle, riding
Oh,
an
it's
enormous
Festus.
slug-like creature. He's just foul.
I was thinking
Yeah,
it's
so this is a
Wallace.
character that we've known for quite a long time. He plays an important role in the forces of Nurgle during the end times and has been blessed by the powers of Nurgle. He's been given an enormous leash.
For anyone
so
who
now
is
the
new
kind of
to the
Leech Lord
stream,
makes sense.
the,
You've got a couple of alternate
the
face
shit's
options
fucked
there.
up
You
on
can
their
have
end, it's
Happy
not.
Leech Lord or
sorry.
Sad Leech Lord if you want.
And if you want to know,
Oh,
what
you can
the
have
cause is
happy or
it's
sad?
called Gappo Blight.
Scatho Blights, oh that's cool. He's got some
Of
very
course
cool
he's
rules
gonna
in
be
game as
happy.
well. He's able to both
He
through
has a
magic
body
and
on
combat,
his
basically
back.
suck the power out of nearby enemy units, power himself up, heal himself. He's just a really useful leader, really useful piece for your Nurgle armies. I think, again, this is a really good candidate for a painter as well. Loads of lovely details on the back there. He's brought his kind of weird collection of concoctions and putrid things with him and sits right at home at the center of your Maggotkin army.
Yeah, fantastic. And where might one learn about all of
Deathwatch
these
is
exciting
also
new
flagship.
models?
That's a great question.
Their rules, well, it will come as no surprise.
That's-
There will be a new
that's
Chaos
stupid.
Battle Tome for Maggotkin
It
of
takes
Nurgle.
such an incredible,
This is
like,
everything you need to understand all their
punishment
lore and the
for them to
stories and
become
things
Black
that surround them, but
Shields.
also how to use them in your games.
Yeah, absolutely. More than one new book on it. Oh, sorry, there's something else here. So we've got
Oh, it
some
even comes
Regiments
with
of
the,
Renown alongside the Battle
tree
Tome. There are several
that
Regiments
looks
of Renown
like-
you can use
oh, there's-
inside the new Battle Tome. One of
The
them is gonna be
weird
made
face
available
tree
as
thing.
a new box set. This is a pustule. There's also a new Spearhead,
a bunch of
which has,
Nurglings
amongst other
for
things,
Spearhead.
loads of Nurglings in.
Yeah, absolutely. Anybody here play Spearhead? We've been playing a lot of Spearhead back in.
2 people
our
yelled.
office. I'm quite enjoying it. And this one gives you just a gibbering horde of little Nurglings to turn loose on the enemy. I'm quite excited by it. Also,
That's really
there is
cool.
another book on the way. Eddie, what is Blighted Wilds?
So we have another narrative expansion for Warhammer Age of Sigmar. A Path
See,
to Glory
that's
book,
why
and this
I don't wanna
effectively
cover
allows you to
lore.
play games in the Blighted Wild, which is within the realm of Gyron that has been infested.
Bro, that tree
by the
does
forces
so
of
much damage.
Nurgle,
I don't wanna cover
that you
lore
can
'cause I
play
don't wanna get
through
shit
either
wrong.
as the forces of
That's
Nurgle
why
might
I've
corrupt
only
it,
talked
or
about
as
the
the
stuff
forces
I've
trying to
heard
drive
in
back
the
or pull back
books
the plague
and
virus
or
legions.
through reasonable
Fantastic.
sources.
There we go. That was our Warhammer Age of Sigmar segment.
That was it.
How we doing?
Because I don't want
Right.
to spout stuff that's wrong.
So, we're going to take a little bit of a change of pace now
I thought you
and
was
show
gonna say
you
we're
something
taking
that we're
another
very
break.
excited about that you're going to see more of in the next year. So 2026 is looking very good. If you like cool Warhammer animations, let's have a look ahead.
Is this a Stardies 2?
This is my only chance to atone.
Sisters. No,
were
they
those
talked.
things?
They had about 30 minutes of technical difficulties and
We shall risk everything for this.
talked to Warhammer Quest. No, this isn't Dawn
How
of
do we
War.
fight ghosts?
Then this war will last forever. Begin the ritual.
Oh, these are all animations. Okay. Creed, yes! And boys, I imagine this is going to be, yeah, this is all going to be Warhammer Plus stuff.
The Emperor will see us through this.
I think they only had like a handful of things released this year on Warhammer Plus. Oh, an actual use of a plasma pistol.
We will not abandon these souls. You have my word.
That's Hammer and Bolter. I do know that one. That's Astartes 2. World Ears! Let's go!
Merciful Emperor.
Yeah. Make you get your yearly subscription today. That's your mind.
Yeah, I really enjoyed that. We saw loads of like snippets from forthcoming animations for Warhammer Plus. Eddie, give us some insight into some of what we saw.
Yeah, so we're not going to go into too much detail today in terms of the names of some of those things, the titles of them, but we can tell you some of the things about them. These are new animations on their way from Warhammer Plus very soon. There's some factions we absolutely saw there. We've got some Sisters of Battle.
It'll probably be the last Eternal.
There's some Eldari on the way. The Aeronautica Imperialis make an appearance. There's some Orcs. There's a couple of Space Marines in the mix there. We've also got the finale of the current season of Black Talon on its way very soon with Be'lakor and Eternus up to their mischievous, devious tricks again. Also in that, we got to see some of the incredible behind-the-scenes work that people do.
That was the thing I thought was really exciting, was seeing the incredible amount of effort and talent that's going into these shows to make them so good, right? When we saw sort of the orchestra playing the score and then the voice actress performing the lines, really gives you a sense of how much work's going into these shows.
There's a lot of very talented people doing.
I was playing Elite Dangerous earlier, and I almost fell asleep playing that game.
To kind of
That's how tired
really
I
hard to make sure that Warhammer can be the best it can be.
Fantastic. All of these shows will be coming to Warhammer Plus in 2026, right?
Black Talon will be on its way before that. That's going to be released this year, and then the rest of those shows are on their way in 26.
Fantastic. And I'm just going to pressure a little bit.
It takes forever for them to push shit out.
The camera panned out and you saw the desks with the monitors. Those were Space Marine Terminators.
Okay, they did look like Space Marine Terminators.
They were Astartes 2.
I mean, it could be. Who knows? Who knows?
Yeah, I'm excited. I'm probably too excited. Right. So
I wonder if they're going to fuck up Astartes 2.
If you want to watch all of those shows and loads more besides Warhammer Plus is where you'll find them all. So, we need to go now to the Age of Darkness and the Horus Heresy.
Yep. Oh, they're going to ruin more of Horus Heresy.
Fantastic. So, we've got some exciting things coming down the road for the Horus Heresy very soon. Here are our first reveals. We are looking at the Legiones Astartes Siege Assault Battle Group. What is a Siege Assault Battle Group, I hear you say? Well, good news, we can explain it.
It's more boxes, isn't
it?
it?
A new box set with loads of new miniatures and a couple of returning ones as well. Let's have a look at some of the models. To start off with, we have the much anticipated Mark III Legion Breacher Squad. This is your Space Marines in iron armor with enormous big shields and all sorts of specialist breaching weapons.
Yeah, I'm of the opinion that iron armor is the greatest mark of armor ever invented, and that breachers are the greatest type of
he's
Space
working
Marines ever
with
invented. So these ones are just for me.
These are just for you. You've got all the things you would want from a breacher squad in this. You've of course got shields and bolt guns. You've also got grab guns in there, cutters for getting through there,
would be
bits to make you
perfect for the blood hands.
everything you would need from a Legion breacher squad.
The bloody hands. I don't remember what I called my home
in their mission to.
I'm pretty sure it's the bloody
assault.
hands.
We have the very welcome new Cataphractii Terminators.
New Cataphracties?
Kits on their way for Cataphractii Terminators. You've got this one you can see right now with Volkite charges and power walls, and there is also a kit on the way with combi bolters and power fists.
You have to paint
Both
more
of these kits
I
also
paint
include
models every single day.
Heavy weapons, you've got heavy flamers, autocannons.
There's no one that loves painting models as much as I do. I really do love it.
But Heresy range so that they tower over anybody.
Yeah, that's true.
Foolish enough to challenge them in a fight.
Fantastic.
Yeah, more Terminators!
Marks of Terminator armor.
More Cataphractii Terminators, my favorite.
Also in this box set, you have a Leviathan Siege Dreadnought. He isn't new, but he is awesome. He comes with these guys in the box as well.
Besides, I don't work nearly as much as I do during the winter time.
For some reason, you didn't
look at how good it looks.
It should be crazy. If you didn't want it, you can get these Terminators and the Breacher Squad separately as well.
Fantastic.
Shut up and take my money.
So all of these things are united by their like of sieging.
I could use a second dreadnought. Yeah, dreadnought.
Or boxer
the
coming along
dreadnought.
for the Horus
I
Heresy.
really
There is
love the
more.
shield stuff.
May we
Mechanicus?
introduce you to the Mechanicum Skitari battle group. The stuff in here is mind-blowing. I remember seeing it for the first time and just being
I only buy
absolutely,
minis like
blown
usually
away by
fall. I really
let's,
slow
let's
down
break
during
down
the
what
winter
comes
buying stuff.
in this set. First are the Skitari Battle Pilgrim Corpus. These are the predecessors to the Skitari legions that you might know from Warhammer 40,000. At the time of the Horus Heresy, the Mechanicum splits. You end up with two fabricated
I
generals.
want my
and the
Terminators.
Skitari,
I want
at
my
that
favorite
time, split
Terminators.
under
My
each of those
cataphractic
fabricated
boys.
generals.
I love
the
them.
ones that side with the War Master under Kelwal.
Dark,
go real
dark Mechanicus.
They like
for
blood.
Horus
They come
Heresy.
from the planet.
That's a
named after the god of war,
surprise.
so it's no surprise really that
And
they
they're
do like
long-legged
shedding
boys.
blood. So certainly the traitor Skitari go a bit off the rails, but even the loyalist ones at this point are still
Maybe
savage,
Dark Mechanicum
warrior
and
pilgrims.
11th
of Mars.
edition?
They are irradiated
See.
fanatics.
Yeah, it's
They'll
quite
make
a
sure
different
it's-
beast, aren't they? And you can see in the weapons and things that they
Eternal,
carry,
you and me both.
how
If they don't
different they are.
announce
This is
any
their
world
leader,
leader
the Battle
shit,
Pilgrim
I will
Marshal.
actually cry.
Yeah, really nice.
I've cried on camera before. Might
You
as
can
well
see
do
some
it
of the different
again. Fuck.
options. You've got, I'm not even sure what the weapons are called, but you've got a stabby one, a punchy one, and a zappy one.
I mean,
These
that's-
look
that's
really
pretty much
good,
Exactly what
and
he's got. If you were looking
They
for,
still look Mechanicus. They
more
don't
details
look
on it,
super
he's got-
altered,
He's
super
got little options on it.
He does.
chaosy. It still looks like
There's
Mechanicus,
also
but it's just
another
different
thing.
colors.
There we go. The Voltrax Stratos Automata. Which,
That's the
is
Blight drone
available to
before
the
it's all
Skitari,
fucked up.
Battle Pilgrims.
That's
It's
all that
a
is.
grav unit, which is.
I love how
pushing
everyone's all like,
edges of
"Oh, you
what
should
they're
wait to,"
allowed in
or
technology.
Will
And
Hammer
if
was,
you're
"You should
familiar
wait
with
to
the
buy
Warhammer
minis until you
40,000
paint it."
range, you know
I'm
what some
getting
of these
that.
things end up becoming.
Yeah, absolutely. So this can go into battle alongside your Skitari, or you can include
just
it
need more
in,
stuff to have
wider
on the back
Mechanicum
end.
army. The Skitari themselves can be fielded almost as a self-contained
Money
force.
can be made.
But they can also slot in quite happily into the wider
Time
Mechanicum
painting
army.
Warhammer
So this is
cannot.
a great little expansion if you've already pledged yourself to Mars, to one of the various fabricated generals. This is a welcome expansion.
There's going to be some fun new things to learn about these guys
Oh,
as
it's
well.
a
They've got
battle group.
weapons
So
that
they're
I
doing a
wasn't
bunch of
familiar with
battle
the name of
groups,
it,
which is
when
one
I
big
discovered them, 'cause they're
centerpiece.
entirely new.
It's combat
They're
patrol.
carrying
It's combat
Volt
patrol
Lock,
for Horus
weapons,
Heresy.
So Volt Lock
That's
pistols,
all it
Volt
is.
Lock arquebuses.
Which is
and
not
they are-
surprising.
it's more
So
about,
probably
like,
$170,
Martian
$200
technology
if
that
they up
perhaps,
the price
The
again.
wider Imperium hasn't got its hands on and doesn't
I know Horus
understand.
Heresy
A
stuff
little
is
bit
more
heretical,
expensive.
or Mars just really likes it and doesn't want to share.
Yeah, absolutely. All of the rules and the lore behind these models
Steel
will be
Hands of
contained in the
Mars,
Steel Hand of
very
Mars, which is a new journal Tactica, which will be coming out for the Horus Heresy soon.
Yeah.
There we go. And here you can see some
I do like the
fantastic
color
things.
scheme. The
We've
color
got
scheme
the
looks
Marshal
really good.
here.
I'm
His
surprised
pistol,
that's
was a
red,
Volt Lock
though.
pistol for the record. And yeah, I think if you've been enjoying collecting some of the Mechanicum models for your Horus Heresy collection, this is a really welcome addition, right? That helps you build out your force.
Absolutely. So yeah, Heresy fans getting a lot of stuff on the way very soon. Staying in the Age of Darkness, we have a few more things.
But perhaps a little
But a little bit
smaller.
smaller.
There we go. Any Legions Imperialis fans in the room? There
The
we go.
zero Legions
if you like your
Imperialis
Heresy,
fans. I feel
small or
bad
just
because
far
I
away,
almost got a bunch of
then,
Legions
can
Imperialis
we,
stuff.
interest you in the Saturnine Battle Group.
Oh,
Earlier
they
in the
added
year-
Saturnine.
Earlier, that was a nice sort of murmur that went across the room. Earlier in the year, we had Saturnine release, which was the new.
I kind
box
of
set
want to
for the
get
Horus Heresy.
Legions Imperialis stuff because
This
it's
is
on like a
the
grand
Saturnine
scale.
models entering the Legions Imperialis game.
But it'd be a
We
bitch to
put a
paint.
model from
It
the,
really
the
would be.
big Heresy range alongside it, so you can get a sense of the scale, because these are chunky models. You've got the Saturnine.
Oh, what? That's not on my end. What the fuck? Did their stream just go down? Ain't no way their stream just goes down.
Terminators.
Oh no, it didn't. Don't refresh the page now. God damn it.
Alongside it, so you can
Okay,
get
we're
a
fine.
sense of the scale, because these are chunky models.
We're live.
You've got the Saturnine
Okay, we're
compared
live.
to
We've got a lovely shot of it next to the
There we go.
normal Saturnine Dreadnoughts plasma
My computer's
cannon.
broken.
If you're curious about how this stacks up against your Warhammer the Horus Heresy Dreadnought, It's about the same
Let
size
me
as this
close
plasma cannon.
out of chat,
But the
please.
advantage, of course, in Legions Imperialis is that you can field entire formations of these guys, right? So you can have an entire Saturnine army of things.
Please let me close out of
Terminators,
chat.
on the battlefield.
Yeah, also inside the Saturnine battle group, you get some other
I
great
hate
additions. You
YouTube's
get
whole
the
fucking
Mastodon and
live
their
setup.
active platform
I know
and,
I stream
vindicators.
here, but this
All
shit's
the things you
retarded.
need to have a
Okay,
really
we
great
can
sort of
try to
central
fix
force.
this
Do
while
you want to
no
unleash
one cares about
the,
Legions
technology
Imperialis.
gifted
I
by
feel
the
so
enemy?
bad saying
The
that.
electric weapon platform is worth calling out some.
Let me do this real quick. This is the best way to do it. It's going to reload the whole page.
Along with the quad autocannons, there is also the option for twin Punisher cannons.
Let me use
and,
that! Fuck this thing! I want the
Yeah,
big
the
Gatling
Orion heavy
guns!
frag missile launcher.
Yes, so loads of different choices to put on
Can
your
you-
weapon
can you
platforms
load chat,
to
please,
kill
for the
whatever
love
you're
of God,
moving
so I can
to
just
put
close
down
out
on
of
the
it?
battlefield.
And they look really cool when you get these panning shots.
do,
of all the
yeah.
little tanks. Very nice.
Give me a
So,
second. We're going to do it this way.
This is
Load
the
chat so I can close it.
Combined Arms Battle Group. It's all stuff you've seen
Thank
before.
you.
We won't
I
linger
don't
on
know
it
why
too
the
long.
fuck
I would
it's
say
open.
this is a great way of getting a whole bunch of Space Marines for your Legions Imperialis games. Like units and tanks and
books.
vehicles and all of the good stuff.
It's kind of an army in a box, or certainly
I
a
still
small
want
army
to
that's
do
got a
it
very
just
unique
because I
weapon.
like the
This is,
grand
also
scale
a box line
of
way for Solar
Legions
Auxilia doing the same
Imperialis.
similar sort of thing.
It's mainly
Loads of different
Titans
units.
is the
You've got some
main
super heavy,
like,
some infantry,
Space
some
Marine
scout
size thing.
units, some
I understand
goblins,
they're
all
probably
sorts
a
of
little bit bigger,
Perfect.
but
Now, let's talk about super heavies for a moment. My favourite tank in the Horus Heresy, maybe in the entire Warhammer universe, is the Space Marine Legions Astartes Fellblade.
I'm
Here it is.
surprised
It
they're not
comes as like a
focusing on
two-for kit.
Ultramarines
The other
so
thing
much.
inside that kit
Bad
you just
hell yeah,
saw
pause.
is the glaive super
and I'm
heavy.
surprised they're not.
I like the glaive.
Well,
I think you're a glaive guy.
what was the main focus before Iron
There are
Hands?
more
And,
super heavy tanks on their way from the Space Marines as well as the Fellblade and the Glaive.
what
There is
was
a
the other
second
one?
kit on its
Horus's
way,
Legion.
which makes a Falchion super heavy tank and
Horus's
also
Sons.
a brand new super heavy tank that we've never seen before. The Ascalon super heavy tank with the largest tank portable flamer in the Age of Darkness.
Yeah, that's
really good if you want
You
to
just
beat with
really
more
want to burn
realistic
somebody at this
tactics.
point. don't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, that is the same size flamer that you get on Titans.
Titan.
Just for scale.
Okay, so speaking
yeah,
of
the
that, my
Legions,
buddy
Imperialis,
wanted a
collectors,
Thunderhawk
they're
as
just,
his first
eating
mini,
well right now.
Very
and he
good,
saw
very good.
one on Amazon, and I'm
Great.
like, I don't think
So,
that's like the actual gunship.
There's
And
gotta
because
be,
it said
a book to
Warhammer, and
provide you with
then
all the
it said
rules
Legions
and, more
Imperialis,
about all of these things
and
that we
I'm
showed
all like,
you.
hey
You'll
man,
find that
let's
in,
like
Journal Strategic
size
of the Ruin
comparison
of the
them
Salamanders.
real quick before you
Do
buy
you like
that.
salamanders?
And
Don't look
he
too close to
realized
the
that
cover
it
because
was
that is
Legions
Iron
Imperialis and
Fellblade
it's completely
driving
different
over your
scales, and I'm like,
mates.
yeah, I don't think that's the right one, man. And then we
All right.
looked it up on GW's website.
Someone's gonna lose.
I'm like, yeah, you got
Sorry,
$900 for this thing.
Right, so we're not quite done in the Age of Darkness. We need to take a tiny detour as we talk about something like new
Oh,
and
the
interesting.
scouring books.
If you've been enjoying reading and discovering.
Again, that's not me. I'm not going to touch anything. I ain't fucking shit up this time. This is all on them. I'm letting them fail spectacularly.
The Horus Heresy series. We're introducing here for the first time a new volume in it is Horus Rising. What is the Horus Heresy saga, I hear you ask? It is 12 volumes which have been selected by the Black Library to take you through the Horus Heresy. Otherwise, you're facing
There's
like
Abaddon.
54 books. And so what this does is it includes sort of the
Dude, they
main
did.
story arc of the Heresy and a lot of those main events. So things like Isfahan 3, Isfahan 5, the betrayal at Kauth, Prospero, loads of these key events that you really need to understand to make your way through the whole of the Horus Heresy. Eddie's holding a copy of the hardback book right now.
Why is
If you're in the
Abaddon
room,
the
come
same
and have a look
size
at
as
the end of the
Horus?
show.
That makes zero sense.
It's a beautiful volume, fantastic new artwork. There'll be a
Get ready for
paperback edition
those to
coming,
immediately get fucking
in
scalped.
the future afterwards as well. These are intended for people who maybe a lot of us in this room have probably followed the Horus Heresy for years, right? But if you're new and you want to know where to start, well, this is a fantastic starting point. Horus Rising is one of the most popular books in all of the Black Library, and it's exciting to see it in a new imprint.
I'm gonna see if we can get some
Also,
photos in.
it wasn't even
go.
new books. It was just a collection of books. What?
I guess the thing to talk about with Horus Rising is this is
I know
kind
the
of book
scouring
that,
is supposed to
like,
happen. I guess
launched the Horus
I
Heresy
guess that's more
into
40K
the,
than it is
the
30K.
fame and the notoriety that we're familiar with today. There we go. What a lovely book. There we go. The cover art is fantastic.
My
Horus
local
looks
hobby
looks
store
like
is
a really
45
swell
minutes
guy.
away,
would
so
follow
no,
him,
I went there for the
definitely.
first
He's a
time in
great
like
guy.
almost a
It's all
year
going to turn out just fine.
yesterday. to go grab that
Who
dreadnought
wouldn't
to build
trust that
tonight,
guy?
or build
Fantastic.
build
Right.
it yesterday to get it
We are
ready to
moving
kit bash
on
tonight,
now. We've
along
been
with
to
the
the Edge
tech
of darkness.
priest
Let's
or tech
return
engineer,
for a
whatever
moment
that
to
is.
the old
'cause
world, if we can.
It's not technically Mechanicus. So, old world stuff now.
Let's play the video.
The enemy are at the walls. Now is the time
More
for
cassette.
every citizen to take up arms. The great mages of the Celestial Court stand with us.
I'm just gonna
Together,
make a hobby shop.
we defend our homeland.
I doubt there's that much.
This
that'd be
great
interested in
bastion has stood for 3,000 years. It shall not fall today.
that. It is dangerous war. These minis look. Was that a crow person? Excuse me, was that Corvus Corax that I just saw? That's Corvus Corax in the bottom left hand corner. That is canonical Corvus Corax.
That's pretty cool.
Yes. So, Warhammer: The Old World obviously has come back. We've gone back to the world that was. It's been a lot
That
of
is
fun
very
for those of
dangerous.
us
You
who have
can
gone
walk
there.
and
One
spend
of the
way too much
huge
money.
stories out of
Do they have
Warhammer: The Old
discounts
World
at least?
has been,
My
Castell's
local game
army
store
we've
does
never
not have
previously had a chance
discounts
to
and
visit.
sells everything at GW prices.
We had
So I am
that
very
time
hesitant
released,
to go
in
down
the
there and
not too
spend
distant
any money.
past. And
The only reason I bought the Dreadnought
very
is because
exciting release,
I
and
needed
this is a
it
huge
for
expansion for that faction.
stuff
There's loads of good stuff on the
recent.
way, including
I just spent
Astromasters of the Celestial Court.
So,
like
until now,
$80
if
on
you've
it.
been
It's
using a
fucking
Grand
ridiculous.
Cathay army, you've been a little bit limited for your choices of
That includes taxes, by the way.
spellcasters on the battlefield, your wizard options. So the Astromancers provide you with a
Where's
foot
Corax?
mount,
Corvus.
wizard and a mounted wizard, so you can include them in your units, or have them deploying around the battlefield where you need them most, and provide you with some much-needed magical backup.
Yeah.
there he is, there's Corvus!
Really, lots of cool little options in there. You can have a look at the different heads and staffs and hands.
I want the
and things
real
they can-
Corvus
Also got a really
Corax.
adorable Onyx Crow Man as well,
He does have a little crow man with him.
which is a familiar if you were wondering what it does in the game. Right.
I love how they're only updating
now,
Grand Cathay and they're
in
not
the
doing
narrative
any
of what's
other
taking place,
old
in
world stuff.
the old world right now, a lot of the army of Grand
Well, they
Cathay
just
is
did
deployed to
Tomb
the old
Kings.
world proper to help reinforce against the hordes of chaos, which are massing in the north. And that leaves the peasant levies the responsibility of manning the Great Bastion.
No,
so
Amazon
that's
is
what we
kind
have
of
here
my
is some of the
go-to
peasant
hobby
levy.
shop.
These are just
The only
ordinary
thing is,
citizen
I don't
soldiers
know
called
where
to
any
arms.
local
You can see
tournament
them
would
with
be.
bows.
Hit
There's
the
not been a lot
reason
of
why
units
this
in
weekend
Grand
I'm
Cathay
going to
with
issue out
artillery
an
pieces
open
until now,
challenge
so
for
these are a really
TTS
welcome unit.
Warhammer.
We've also got them with spears. if you
500 point
want.
games.
In game terms, this also gives you like a really useful
If those
disposable unit
if those
that
are
you
super
can
quick,
go
we'll do
currently you're having to rely
1,000
on your
point
Jade
games
Warriors, which
instead.
are really the elite of your forces. But sometimes you just
I
need
already
a
know I
unit
gotta
to
fight
kind of
custodians.
get in the way of something, or to block a charge, or to fall back, or just to die so that other units don't have to. And peasants give you that option,
And
basically.
we do those on
Cool
stream.
world.
It's a cruel world.
Now, we talked a little about missile units available to the armies of Grand Cathay, and there are 2 new missile units on the way as part of this reinforcement set. The first is the Iron Hell Gunners. The forges of Nangao have been blazing hot to make new weapons and munitions for the armies of Grand Cathay. The Iron Hell Gunners are functionally blunderbusses. These things tear through heavy infantry at short range, devastating missile troops, and they're reinforced by the Iron Hell Gunners, which you just saw there. So there's 2 units inside this reinforcement set. The Iron Hail, short range, devastating against large units, and then you've got the Crane Gunners, which we'll go to next. So you can see they've got the purveyors to protect them from incoming fire, and then they've got these extremely powerful arquebus-style weapons. The detailing on them is the thing that really excites me. The sort of the fluting on the barrel, all of the
Combat patrol, painting how to
telescopic
play,
sights,
yeah.
everything about these.
Hell
just
yeah.
really
I've kind of
screams,
just,
like intricate
I have a
detail
rule book and I've
sculptural
just been
work
like,
that the Grand Cathay
I
army
got
has
enough
done.
of 2 armies to
And
play
together,
against each other. I'll
adding to
figure
the
out how to
artillery you've
play
already
both
got
of
as
them.
part of a Cathayan army. You can make an
Okay,
incredibly
that's
powerful
start.
shooting army for the
Because after-
army
yeah,
of Grand
that is
Cathay.
true.
If you wanted to just put missile troops on the battlefield,
40K is their
have
biggest
archers
property.
and firepower and artillery and rockets and all sorts of stuff. You could make probably the most formidable shooting army in the old world. Which
You know
is
what? Is it as bad as a Magic the Gathering shop?
First, as part of the Defenders of the Grand Bastion.
In general, because God.
If you've not collected a Grand Cathay army before, you could use this as a starter.
Next time I go into that place, which is I have no reason to go into that place, I'm spraying cologne on my face so I can just smell that.
It's going to be out like late winter into spring next year.
When I was down
but not too
my
long.
hobby store,
So if you like the look
there's
of
a
those and
couple
you've not
women
got
in
any
there
cafe
buying
and stuff
stuff.
yet, pick up some cafe now, get your army ready, and the reinforcements will be along sooner than you know it.
I don't know because I'm not there very often.
I mentioned that a lot of the army of Grand
There
Cathay in
is,
the narrative of the unfolding war has gone to the old world to fight against chaos.
There's this giant dude that I think his parents own the store. And he like came out of the back room, which is I'm guessing where they have all their games and stuff. And I'm like, I never want to go back
I think we're going to see what the peasant levy is going to have to be dealing with within the story as it unfolds in the old world.
Absolutely, a very exciting
good.
expansion for the old world and for Grand Cathay.
So the place I got Warhammer from does not smell.
That was fun.
The Magic the Gathering place where I thought had Warhammer, that place was like as soon as you hit the door, it just smacked me in the face. It was terrible. Okay, I might get hyped about this.
Necromunda,
if they replaced my big-headed boy, I'm going to be so mad.
There's been a narrative sort of event taking place within Necromunda for a few years now. And you see here, this is a new book that's coming for Necromunda. It's called Spire of Primus. This is part of the Aranthian succession story that's
unfolding. If they got rid of Megamind, I'm going to be so pissed.
There's been a real power struggle on the planet of Necromunda. The planetary governor was deposed, presumed dead. Noble houses have been vying for power, and this book continues and culminates some of that story with the real appearance and arrival of a major player within the power structure of Necromunda.
Understood.
This is Ozostium Aranthus. Now, the arc is called the Aranthian Succession, and Ozostium Aranthus is a
definitely better
that has
than
been on Necromunda since before the birth of the Imperium.
He's really old. Really old.
He looks well for it, right?
That's a really cool looking mini.
If you want to see just how he looks under his helmet, on WarhammerCommunity.com, there's a picture of him without his helmet on. He's not a well man.
Stop. Ew.
So essentially, he is attempting the like.
I'm not going to pretend that Warhammer people always smell the best, but like. I'm going to travel that far. I'm at least going to put some deodorant on.
Too much other than to say he's got a really dark and unpleasant past, and I wouldn't want him in charge of my planet. He's not the good guys.
Yeah.
Or maybe he is if you like that sort of thing.
But there's a lot of other kits on the way as well for Necromunda. It's a fairly sizable release of stuff, actually.
Yeah. We've got a few things to talk about. These are the Palanite Justicars. You've seen Palanite.
It did look like a Blood Angel mini.
It's the responsibility on every planet in the Imperium for the planetary governor to maintain law and order. That's not the job of the Adeptus Arbites. They enforce the Lex Imperialis. So this is part of that law and order. Palanite Justicars, in particular, dispense justice to like the noble houses. And so what you've got here is almost like a snatch squad, right? You've got bailiffs. You've got the one with his man.
Did he just call it a snatch squad?
These are going to descend into
don't ever call it that.
Wreak justice on wrongdoers, and you can ally them alongside law-abiding gangs within your Necromunda campaigns.
I do like how he has the wig on the servo skull.
The servo skull has a wig.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, he's got that whole sort of like
this is my regular servo skull, and this is my fancy servo skull.
There's some cool things to talk about here. The man catcher is a Fullman pattern man catcher. And you can build them in a variety of ways. So he could be like built onto the guy who was kneeling down.
They really love doing Hazzy stripes lately.
I'm being told to hold my microphone more effectively.
Saying Lennius looking guy, you could probably get away with it.
Yeah, so fantastic if you're enjoying the Palanites and you want something to add to your law-abiding gang. Not the only expansion.
Rock and Stone!
Necromunda saw a couple of years back saw the return of the squats. These are the Ironhead Squat Charter Masters and Drill Masters. This is an expansion for
maybe don't go near that guy again.
They provide you with some elite specialist gang champion situation here. They're just brilliant, right? Who doesn't want like a new squat with a pipe and a power axe?
Has Hazzy stripes.
So the idea of these is they're champions that add on to an existing Necromunda gang. You could probably make a gang out of it, but the idea is that really this is an expansion for the existing squads that you've already got. These are kind of the elite. These are what charter.
So these are actual squads. These are not Leagues of Votann.
High rank within the squad hierarchy, and as a result, kitted out with some of the best equipment. They've got very good armor. They've got very good guns.
I'm surprised they kept it.
These are going to pack a punch in your games.
Yeah, and like within this, there's specific specialists that do specific things. So one of them is the Exomaster. You see the bigger suit. They've got like this incredible understanding of like how the mining processes work and chem harvesting, and they've got the gear to do it. But it's also incredibly useful war gear. Or you've got the Drill Masters, and the Drill Master can control. I think he's called a Techmite Autoveyor. Is this weird little sort of track
you could
unit
probably
that
proxy them in.
A great addition to your Necromunda gangs, and you can use them as part of your Ironhead squad prospectors. There you go.
Excellent.
Right. Whew, that is Necromunda. It's time to go to the grim darkness of the far future.
Oh, I did notice the Hazy Strike now. I just now noticed that on the PC.
We have a bunch of new stuff for
right.
Warhammer 40,000 for you today.
Here we go. A bunch of new shit.
Just across a range of different factions. We're going to start off with some new character models for some of our Xenos factions.
Okay, cool ass Leagues of Votann mini. I must have.
Swordbrow, he is a Chthonic Berserker character.
I like
you
that.
can use your units for Chthonic Berserkers.
The exact same reason I like
he is
Bury.
an expert orc hunter. He's lost his hands in combat against orcs. They've been blasted off in some kind of horrific bout of firepower.
I like how he's
But
becoming
so
the
tough.
thing.
He's just got some new bionic ones. He's not
Fantastic
overly troubled
Four.
by it.
He's got the rock
He is a
skin going
particularly
on.
tough kin. He has a clone scheme.
But I always do love something when it's specifically orcs, or it shows other factions. He also has an
right
orc
at the front
belt.
of your army, in the middle of your Chthonic Berserkers, leads that unit into combat. He gives them explosive hits in combat. He does all sorts of horrible things to your opponent's army and makes an absolute mess of whatever you send him
Very
into.
cool.
And the orcs got a nosebleed. Right.
You have to punch it up really hard to make its nose bleed.
I would think so. He's not the only new character model coming. Here we see the Twin Lance, part of the Tau Empire. Eddie, what are the Twin Lance?
I must.
So the Twin Lance are a new
I must
pair
have.
of special characters for the Tau Empire. Those of you who know your Tau Empire lore will know that Farsight was once the exemplar of the Montcar, the killing blow within the Tau Empire, but he's sort of fallen out of favor with the Ethereals. They don't really like to put him on the posters and the propaganda anymore. So they were looking for someone new to represent the Montcar within the Tau Empire. So they found these guys.
But they're not melee, so fuck you. That doesn't make any sense.
Male and a
I'm sorry.
female Tau, who were once part of a three warriors who went around together, but one of them was killed by a gene stealer patriarch. These two responded with a perfect exemplar of the killing blow and managed to take out the leader of the gene stealer uprising. And from that point onwards, they were lauded as heroes of the Tau Empire, and now they go between the different sects.
I really like the color shift
wherever
of
the
their
Ethereals
design.
tell them to. One of the things to note about them that's quite
Do
cool
it in
is that
like
they
red
don't
and
have
black.
the markings of any
That
specific
would look
sect
so
within the Tau
good.
Empire on them, because they are heroes for all of the people of the Tau, for all of the greater good. They can fight alongside any of the septs you want, which means you can put them in any of your Tau armies.
You can put them in Farsight, so
they are very, very good at going in very close and killing the thing you really want them to kill. One
Okay,
of them
so they're
has
like
a
up close and
fusion-style
personal
weapon.
shooters.
One of them has a flamer style weapon. So whether you want to melt a tank or burn some infantry, they are the Tau for the job.
Yeah, they have individual names, so they are known as the Twin Lance. You have Sunseer, who has the Fusion Eliminator, and then you have Scatterflare, who uses an ion scatter cannon. And so you can see them here. The ion scatter cannon
fuck
is the
me
one on the
having
screen
any
left.
money in 2026.
Yeah, they've got different specializations.
I was supposed to take a vacation to
Fantastic.
Japan. I don't know if it's
Character
gonna
models
happen
for your
anymore.
Tau Empire army. There's more. This is
Oh,
This is very exciting for me. I'm a Tyranny collector. I have a nice Tyranny army at home. And
Looks good.
This is
I'm
a
not, like,
Synapse
crazy
leader
about
for the
it,
Tyranny
but
army, the
it looks
Tyranny Prime
good.
with Lash Whip.
I mean, it sort of does what it says on the tin. This is the Tyranid Prime with a Lash Whip. You know what a Tyranid Prime is? You know what a Lash Whip is? This is
I don't like the mouth pose, honestly.
A lovely
The
miniature. It's
whole-
in a really cool dynamic pose. It's the first time we've had a dedicated miniature to represent a Tyranid Prime infantry version. This
The
is,
whole mouth
character
being
you can
open,
put
I don't know,
alongside
I
the
like
Tyranid
that.
warriors or one of your infantry units, makes that unit more efficient and obviously gives you some synaptic benefits as well. But I think just a really awesome Tyranid model, actually. Just really great to have something new to paint.
Yeah, we should say these three releases that we just
I don't know what it is
described,
about the mouth.
Beric and the Twin Spear. and the
Goofy
Trinity
tongue,
Prime with
goofy
Maverick.
angle.
We're expecting to see them release into the new year. So
Head
it's
swap
like
'em.
springtime.
That's all you gotta
It's a
do
little
is
way
head
off
swap.
yet, but we just
Get some
wanted to
green
show you the
stuff.
cool stuff.
Exactly. It's always
Swap
nice.
them with another Prime head.
There is a lot more for Warhammer 40,000 for us to show. I believe we've got a little video.
Yeah.
The Primarch Reborn demands the impossible.
I swear to God, if another fucking Gilliman comes out, I'm gonna be pissed.
They await your presence, my lord. He commands us to reconquer the 500 worlds of Ultramar.
Yeah, there's your 500 worlds leak. Confirmed.
10,000 years between his death and rebirth. How many worlds have been scoured by the archenemy? Devoured by the monsters of the hive mind.
I don't know who that is because that's not
Sacrificed
Gilliman.
on the altar of Exterminatus. He is a demigod out of time,
Okay, maybe this Gilliman.
fighting for a golden age that can never dawn again.
We're not.
Welcome home. Rise,
What?
Demetrius, Master of the Watch, Captain of the Second Company
He got his rank back!
of Ultramar.
That's dope as shit!
The Primarch Reborn demands the impossible,
Oh my God, that's Titus's voice! How did I not figure that out?
but only in death does duty end.
So is that Space Marine
awesome.
3? Is that Captain Titus coming
I'm a
out?
huge fan of Captain Titus.
I love
followed
the
him
like
through Space
the
Marine,
cape. The
original
cape
game
with the
many years
fur.
ago. I
You
spent
don't
too
think
many
that's gonna
hours to account
the
for
cape
Space
with
Marine
the
2,
that just reminded
and
me of
here
the
we see
boots with the
his narrative
fur.
is
The
progressing.
cape with the
Much more.
fur
It
does
is
not seem
important
ultramarine-y,
of
but I like it.
lore and
I can dig it.
important for Captain Titus. Those of you who played Space Marine 2, the computer game, will know that the last time we saw Titus, he was a lieutenant of the Ultramarines, recently returned from exile in the
They
Death
fired
Watch,
that
and he
Scottish
sort of,
guy.
come back to the prodigal son return sort of thing. We now
That was
know,
also
thanks
his,
to this new piece of
the
information,
guy who
that he
turned
has
him in
become
to
the
a Space
captain
Marine.
of the Second Company once more. His journey is complete, his redemption is complete, and he is now leading the Second Company. But that is a job that comes with a lot of responsibility. He is the Warden of Ultramar, and he has been tasked by the Primarch Reboot Gulliman with retaking the 500 worlds of Ultramar, which was an enormous
Maybe.
thing for Gulliman back in
We'll
the
see.
age of the Horus Heresy. But many of those worlds have been lost. He has
They
been
did
tasked
kill
with
him.
reclaiming them with the.
Said, get out of here with your
troops he has at hand.
Phobos armor.
So let's see what those troops look like.
It's a joy toy. That's a joy toy. That's not Captain Titus as a mini. I gotta repaint Titus again. No. Auxilia? Oh fuck! I do gotta repaint another Titus. No. And then they also added what's his name? The guy who found him.
Fantastic. So here
I
we
gotta
see.
repaint another one.
Here we see Captain Titus and the Wardens of Ultramar. This is a new plastic kit that is coming out for the Ultramarines.
Okay, so the guy on his left is from the Amazon series.
Staff as he embarks
The one
on
who
this
enlisted
quest
Titus. Oh, dude, that chainsword looks so
reunify
fucking
the
good!
Baltimore.
Oh, I love
We
chainswords!
know that we've had quite a lot of Ultramarine releases recently, but I think
Oh
for
my God.
Titus, we can have one more.
His
I think that's
model
okay,
looks
right?
so
He's
much better
cool,
right
he's kinda
here
cool. So
than
this
it does
is
for
Captain
Lieutenant Titus.
He has brought with him his brilliant chainsword, which we know from Space Marine 2.
I've got a lot of
That is a
It's a lot,
captain.
I've killed a lot of Tyranids with that chainsword.
I am going to have two
You have the
Titus.
mantle of the
That's
captain,
why
one
they
more,
legends
also regains
Lieutenant
respect
Titus
of that
immediately because they knew they were going to do a
a very
captain.
cool cloak, and he is at the center of that new box set. But it's not just him; he's brought with him
Yeah, that's-
his entourage.
So he
Possibly
did
my
survive
favourite Space Marine in the
the
whole
one
galaxy.
episode.
Anybody here seen Secret Level?
Yeah, Secret Level.
Shout
That's
out,
what that
have you
is.
seen Secret Level? If you haven't, you need to go and watch it. It's an incredible animation that we made in partnership with
And
Amazon
also,
as part
I
of the
love my
Secret
Blade
Level,
Guard vets, and
series.
here, there's a Blade Guard
Taurus
vet that I
is
don't have.
The veteran sergeant
I
who
must get-
recruited Titus as a boy, and here they are reunited.
I must get two to kit bash the shit out of everything.
Taurus is going to help Titus on his quest.
So
to
much for my
unify
Japan
his father's
vacation,
world.
guys. I know where all my money's
Sergeant of
going.
The Blade Guard. So as you can imagine,
I can
he
just
is
go to
a
the UK
very,
during the
competent
summer.
Combatant, and you can watch him be a very competent combatant in the Secret Level episode. He's not the only Space Marine to accompany Titus, of course. Ancient Gabriel. This guy had your back all the way through.
Why does his face look like that? What's wrong with the dude's face? What is-
It's nice to have friends, right?
Bro, what the
Speaking of
fuck?
friends, there's a suite of other important characters.
The
who
horrible
help
thing
Titus
we
in
just
his,
saw was that
his
man's
mission.
face
Here we have
painted.
Commodore Gaius Silver,
Oh.
a commander within the fleet of Ultramar.
That I'm fine with.
Responsible for making sure that
Oh, Gadriel,
the
they
fleet
did you
logistics
so
and the
dirty,
naval
my
battles and
guy.
everything that take place go smoothly.
Yeah.
There's more. He's got a
God.
staff of human helpers. This
It
is
just took me back to the
Daniel
SpongeBob guy
Cornelius.
going, my eyes! Oh my God, that was terrible. That was so bad.
This is the only way to stay in touch with your friend.
They done. He was the best looking one in the
Captain of second
game.
Company, the Warden of Ultramar. He
They
has
fucked him up.
Almost constant communication from all the various planets within Ultramar and the forces that he's trying to command to keep hold of them and take new ones. So it's vital that he keeps.
Here, oh, bro, no, there's no hear me out on that. His eyes were like
all the humans that
angled.
accompany Titus, because Ultramar is a kind of slightly unusual part of the Imperium in that not only do the Ultramarines have to go and kill all the aliens there and make sure.
I better start making money off this YouTube channel. It's time to get 2 of those models.
They lord over the humans of that region as well. They command the humans and run Ultramar as a sort of mini empire within an empire.
Yeah, absolutely. This is Plenipotentiary Lucia Vesta. They go ahead.
I gotta be able to make the damn trip to Japan. I'm gonna fucking go there with a flight full of minis being like, who wants to buy? Standing there panhandling on the street. I need money.
To be reclaimed and helping him with that mission.
Bringing blue jeans to Russia. They have 40K stores in Japan. There was a specific 40K cafe that I wanted to go to.
Within the
similar minis on the plane. Absolutely not. A 13-hour flight. I would hate that.
The battle very similar to
He got sent back. He got sent back to the second legion
and defend the borders of Ultramar from.
Well, I'm at least going to send that to my roommate, showing him the new Titus mini. He'll probably think it looks really cool.
Essentially, Titus and his command staff, and it's a fantastic leadership unit to use in your games.
I can't wait for this to be scalped like a son of a bitch and never be in stock.
It also really starts to help tell the narrative of this event that's taking place with the 500 Worlds. Speaking of which, Eddie, do you want to get the book?
Look at the book.
We've got the book here today so we can get it out and show you. This is Warhammer 40,000 500 Worlds Titus. It is and when we say book, that's a little bit misleading here. You can see it's a mighty slipcase that contains 4 volumes to it. What these volumes do is each has a slightly different thing. So you have the first of these books.
I imagine you get the
Titus.
books with the minis.
Lore, it's 80 pages of the narrative and the background that explains the events that are taking place. You then have Dread Incursions.
So the leak was correct.
The
Dude, Titus's mini looks so fucking good.
And
his original lieutenant form looks like
sort of
dog water.
Finds battles as they go from place to place. So we've seen some fantastic terrain come out for Kill Team, which would be really useful for doing some of
Got a
those
new
sort of
bookshelf.
action style
Understandable. I prefer audiobooks,
We've also
but
got
the lecture somehow.
War on the Vespertor Front as a campaign. Anybody here enjoying the grand narrative this weekend might find this extremely appealing because this is a complete campaign system. In the background of this shot here now, you can see...
this is the only thing they're revealing. They're not going to reveal anything for Xenos World Leaders or anything. I got to take off my hoodie. I'm starting to sweat.
There's loads of stickers that you can sort of track the progress of your campaign with you and your friends as you battle for the 500 worlds. And finally,
continue warmer in this fucking house. You're gonna have to
we have
go
the
grab a t-shirt.
detachments volume, which is 16 pages of all of the detachments and the rules that you need.
The first ever books I get.
In your games.
A new Creek book comes out tomorrow.
As a download or as
Nice.
part of the app. I don't know quite.
I'm still just trying to get through the Primark books in 30k.
This is a very cool set of expansions. There's loads of good stuff in there, loads of good gaming material. It's sort of particularly...
Okay, so this is just books for like a
element of Warhammer
for
40,000,
Crusade,
as you
more or
say,
less.
Adam, the detachments
But
will
a
be
little
multiplayer
different,
compatible,
so-
but because we don't want to kind of limit them behind a big set that you have to buy, they will also be available
Relentless
online for those of you who want to just get the detachment, but then you'd be missing out on having an amazing campaign experience within the 500 worlds. And what this set really does is it sets up that region of space as a pivotal and important part of the Warhammer 40,000 universe, and one of the most active
Fuck off,
war
don't
zones
give me-
that's currently happening in
Sorry, I was
Warhammer
telling you my
40,000
phone.
right now, which is to say something, because there's a lot of war going on.
And I had a chance to read
twice
through
dead
the
king.
Titus volume, that 80-page lore book. There are some very cool information.
Yeah, I
inside
think
there.
this is
the things
just
that are
books
happening
for
in
the
sort of wider
campaign.
story of Warhammer 40,000 are really interesting. Compelling read.
Man, by the time this is done, I'm gonna. It's already 8.
You might have got
we might not be building any minis tonight.
That is principally causing them problems with the
God,
500
that looks
worlds.
so good.
These guys are finding themselves going up against this guy. This
Yeah.
is Necrosaur Amantar.
There you go,
And who
Eternal.
or what is Necrosaur Amantar?
So
Eddie?
Necrosaur Amantar is effectively a deranged destroyer lord of the Necrons. He is
I
an
like the
ancient,
face.
powerful creature, and he leads
Saving
an
it for
entire
the
army of
rainy day.
destroyers. who
I've gotta
want
get-
none of that
I've
kind
still
of
gotta get-
conquest or claiming land or anything like that. He just wants to wipe out all
No, 'cause
life
I'm kit
in the
bashing this,
galaxy,
and if
starting
somebody
with
wants to know how to do
Ultramar.
this,
There are even
or
rumors
how
that
I
he
did
might
it.
have been the origin of the destroyer
Yeah,
curse
thank you, Cal.
itself amongst the
Dude,
Necrons.
Grid
So it's a pretty
Vacation
big
fun.
deal. He has a particularly diabolical plan.
He has a
Looking at the
particular set of
galaxy, he goes,
skills.
even though I am a 20-foot killing machine with lasers for arms, I don't think I could kill the whole galaxy, but I know something that could. I'm gonna
Okay,
put
this has been leaked. This is not new.
Fantastic.
This is normal.
So the Night
We saw
Brigade, you
this
might
like
have
2
seen,
months ago.
We showed it on warhammercommunity.com. This would have been the first time you'd seen it if it hadn't have gone out as a leak. We did mention leaks in our invitation video, but here is the Catan shard of the
I do
Nightbringer.
like how the bugs are like materializing
Necrosaur,
him,
his
and he's
plan
like
is
flashing
to gather
in.
all of the Catan shards
Also, the
so
underglow
that he can get
green
the
in his
Nightbringer
mouth looks super
together
dope
properly
too. That'd be a
and just
very
kill all life
hard
in the
mini to
galaxy.
paint.
Absolutely. It's not
'Cause there's
just
a lot of
the new
gray
character and
into
the new
black
guard that will be coming out.
That's
There
what
will
I
be a
like.
new
I like
wave
that.
of getting Necrons into your army. There is a new battalion, which basically gives you all the destroyers. So if you like the idea of an army
That's not
of
true.
undying,
You do not get the Scorpex Lord. I do not see the
robots
Scorpex Lord in this
hell-bent
box.
on destroying all life. This is the battalion for you.
Perfect.
Another one? No, this is just the same one as
if
earlier
your,
this year.
Your
They got
jam
leaked.
is just
Oh, fuck
Cyclops
yeah,
and
the
undead robots, killing
Penta
machines.
wielding guy.
500 worlds is
The
going to be your
5
jam.
pistols, man.
Perfect. Whew. I feel like we've reached the end.
Senior
That is
squad.
it.
Perfect. Right. So here we go. Let's just look at Titus squaring off against the enemy.
it's always
and
the
then
forward.
What remains is for us to bring this to a close. Everybody who's been watching us live on the stream, thank you so much for sticking with us for our technical difficulties. We appreciate it wasn't perfect, but it's been really great
you serious?
to show you all these fantastic Warhammer
That's it?
reveals and just get a bit excited about our favourite hobby with all of you. Thank you for hanging around with us.
World Eaters.
Any of these revealed, again, you want to watch any of the videos again, you want a closer look at any of those miniatures, the Warhammer Community website, if it's not already updated, will be updated very soon with lovely shots of all of those new reveals so you can spend time, look over them, and decide which of those you're most excited about and which one you want to buy.
Yeah, absolutely. And if you've got burning questions about things Eddie and I didn't explain, there's a good chance that the answers will be there.
Bruh
on
is
Warhammer,
right.
So, go and have a look. I should address the 1,000 or so people in the room. Thank you all for sticking around with us as well.
Dude, I'd be pissed if I was there.
You have been an incredible audience. It's been a delight to share this reveal with all of you. We're going to bring this thing to a close. Thank you from Eddie and from all of the Warhammer TV team who made this possible.
That's so bad.
And, thank you from myself. It's been a delight. We'll see you again next time. Good night.
That was terrible. They were all like, here's new Space Marines, Ultramarines, and here's new Necron. Fuck you, everyone else. That's the worst event of the year. They better be fucking trolling. They better come back and say, oops, we forgot a couple things. What the fuck? I'm pissed. I thought there was gonna be World Eaters on that. I'm so mad. Okay. No, don't close OBS Studio. Oh, thank God. OBS almost crashed. Their shitty stream almost crashed my stream in real life. Wow. That's, yeah, Pasta. That's all that was. I'm pretty sure there's gonna be a lot of angry people on the internet being all like, hey, where the fuck's everything else, guys? Bacon memes. 2 years. Oh my God. Yeah, at least we got a lot of Imperial Legions, guys. Don't worry about that. That's, you know, such a popular game. They wanted to make sure you got plenty of it. I'm pissed. Again, a second reveal show in a row where I'm just mad. Because nothing looked that good. Where's my magnet? Oh, there it is. Oh, God, that was... I feel betrayed. And that's not a World Eater joke. I actually feel upset right now. I'm legit mad. Yeah, that was kind of cool. They're like, here's Necromunda. Here is Legions Imperialis. And here is... I put it on backwards. No. This is the reason why I used green stuff. Oh, God. GW, what the fuck? I will say, new Titus Mini, cool as fuck. That's for sure. Sorry I'm doing this off camera. I'm trying to just get everything squared. There we go. Oh, that's sticking out a little far. Okay, that's fine. I gotta take some of this off. Marking the magnets. Ah! How do they work? I could just do it this way, too. Where's my clippers? That was terrible. We'll check out the community website here in a minute. I need my emotional support check-in. There we go. Okay. Oh, fuck. There's super glue on there. Do not super glue those together. No, I didn't super glue those together, but I certainly super glued that to my finger. Imperial Legions. Ugh. Yeah, but it was just more of the same. It wasn't like anything crazy like a new knight. It was just more, here's more Space Marines for Imperial Legions. Don't be stuck to me, please. Thank you. God, I'm like legit upset after that. That's not cool. Get everyone's hopes up, and then, yep, here's your dog shit show. Okay. Let me find a marker. I have a marker here somewhere. I might not have a marker here somewhere. So that's the side that sticks. So this is the side that's got to go down. God, I can't believe that. I was so hyped for this, being like, oh fuck yeah, you know, they're gonna release something cool. They released something cool, and that's it. At least you got Titus. True. Okay, that's gonna work. The sad thing is we're gonna have to let that sit. We will open up Warhammer Community so we can actually see those minis a little bit up close and personal. Dude, what did they do to that? What did they do to that man's face? It looks so bad. It looks so bad. I can paint a face better than that. Maybe it wasn't. Maybe it was the modeling. It looked so terrible. That's worse than the Catachan face. God. Are they already up? Okay, yeah. We'll do a quick recap. That, and I need to let that stuff dry. Okay, first things first. We're gonna look at Galadriel's ugly face. Titus' face got better. Titus's mini got significantly better. I like the gold bolter. I really love that design. It's a little having this be on his leg. That's a little. I don't think no one's gonna be able to do that. Are you sure about that, bro? Hold on. Are you sure about that? Bro looks like a character from Baki. I would have him unhelmeted. Necromunda stuff is good. Yeah, it was all right. No, I want to give me a close-up of this man's face, for the love of God, please. I will save image as it and open it. Please let me see this. I must see this. My whole PC is wanting to die right now. It can't even load it in. Thank you. It doesn't matter what you open it in. Dude, it is a face from Baki, and if you don't know what I'm talking about when I say Baki, just Google it. It is literally character art out of Baki. Okay, my whole computer's wanting to fucking die right now. Just like this man's face. Dude, you can't tell me that doesn't look a little goofy. Like, I like the character art. The fact they made him an ancient's pretty funny, but this also just makes you wonder what happens in the third game. If he's supposed to be a captain again. Yeah, no, his face just looks weird. And I don't know if they gave him, like... They also took away his little messed up burnt part. He's got hair now. Maybe I'll just put a helmet on him. That'll probably be for the best. Alright, let's put this back up here. Let's see. No, I'm not. I don't want to watch the video. I was there. This mini looks dope as shit. But whatever the hell this is, looks cool as fuck. I like my destroyers. I probably won't buy this. Well, I do want him. I don't necessarily need 3 of them. And these are the newer destroyers. This, I don't know if I'd ever buy because that's scary. That paint job is terrifying. Okay, so that is just a book set. Okay, we'll continue. Here's the rest of the range. 1 character for Leagues of Votann. I will absolutely be getting these 2. I really love my Tau robot suits, and I don't know what it is about the design of like the extra pieces and them being different colored. I really like that design. I'm not gonna get this Tyranid. The goofy face doesn't. I don't like it. They're really, dude. There wasn't anything. I'll just open all these up. That's Age of Sigmar. I'm not even gonna watch the. I'm not even gonna talk about those because I don't play Age of Sigmar. Imperial Alice, Horus Rising book set, Old World, and Necromunda. Did they not talk about? Nope, that was Imperialis. Am I clicking the wrong one here? I was clicking the wrong one. These I want. I love my Cataphracti Terminators, and I want more. I really also love how they just have dangling bolts. And they have, like, proper chaos stuff to them. I don't like the tiny flamer. I don't know why I don't like it. I like the big autocannon. And then the sword and shield. The gun and shield also looks super dope. That face doesn't look very good. It just looks like he's going, ah! These I'm afraid to do. I have 4 of these to do at some point with my homebrew, and they scare me. They actually scare me. God, they look good. Also, I'm not going to use this disintegrator gun. So this is what comes in the box. 8 Terminator? Hold on. 12 Terminators. Why is it 12? They run in groups of 10. Am I... That's 12. And that's wild. Yeah. Fuck. Razzie, I might have the money to go to Japan. I gotta get a fucking passport before I can go anywhere. Fucking US government. And then... Oh, this is him in armor. Okay, and this is him without armor. He's all emaciated and stuff. I do love the wig skull. And then the kin. I do love how he has like the Mask of Sanguinius kind of deal where he's like, I want to look beautiful, so I'm gonna wear this beautiful mask. Then underneath his face, he's super disfigured. That's very 40k vibe. Warhammer community, man. That's where all of their new stuff always goes out. I want to look at Titus again. Titus looks so fucking good. He looks so good. I'm actually going to take a picture of it to send it to my buddy. God. The chainsword looks immaculate. Okay, bank account. I know how much money I have in there. Don't fucking notify me, please. God. Well, who's ready for a rant video? Because it's going to happen. I'm ready to get a couple thousand views, me bitching about Warhammer again. I like how they included the 2 characters in the video game, or the video game and the secret level episode. Obviously, they skipped a character from the video game. But then they added Solar Auxilia back. And maybe these will be legends, but this will be I don't know. Because honestly, it seems like these 4 would be killed instantly. And then it would just be him, and Titus left. But the Necron stuff looks really dope. God, the orc head. I love it. He's got the serval skull with a wig. Yeah, that is true. I must have. I will sell a kidney. Please give me today. They are, I believe, kind of in... I believe they're just in crisis battle suits. I'm trying to read it fast. Warmaker battle suits is what they're in. New battle suits for Tau, maybe, hopefully. Yeah, there's gonna be a rant video coming out. I'm so fucking pissed. They talked about 3 minis. And Titus. And the 500 world stuff that was leaked already. I'm not gonna shit talk the stuff for Horus Heresy or the Legions Imperialis. Some people do like that stuff, while I necessarily don't. I'm not gonna shit talk the AOS. I'm gonna shit talk this. 3 minis, 4 if you want to be technical, for everything other than your main 500 worlds. So does that mean we're not getting anything else throughout 11th edition? No updates for Grey Knights, which is already not going to happen. No new stuff in general. No Vanguard vets. No nothing. We're just waiting until 11th edition for any of that. We're going to throw you 3 characters and the new Titus, who got a mini this year. You're already hearing some of the rant. I almost just broke a paintbrush with my teeth. I'm mad. I'm mad more than anything. I'm mad because my world eaters didn't get their berserker surgeon, and I'm mad for everyone else who has factions that didn't get talked about at all. It is a way to not support your video game, or not even video game, your regular game. By the way, whoever is here now, and I will make a short about it. This weekend, I'm going to practice my Warhammer. And yeah, no Iron Hand. No, that's not true. Iron Hands were in Horus Heresy. People will say that. You know they will. I can't even think I'm mad. Oh, I'm going to practice some Warhammer this weekend to put out the call out video for whoever wants to play a 500-point game and come play me in a 500-point game on TTS. I've kind of already offered it, but I'm going to make like an official short. Oh, man, I'm so mad. I'm so mad. I don't want to paint minis. I don't want to paint minis. What time is it? It is 11. It's almost 8:30. How long have we been live? Have we really been live for like 2 hours? Yeah. About 2 hours exactly. That doesn't need to go over there. We'll switch back over to the good camera. Sigmar stuff. It was cooler than the rest, and it wasn't even new well, it was new Sigmar stuff. It was new AOS stuff, but it was Warhammer quests. And that was something entirely new. All right, is this glued? I think so. Bam. That's perfect. The only problem is, like, you'd have to move his wrist. There's his arm like that. Is there super glue on that? Better not be. That's fine. Okay, perfect. Actually, so here's the cool thing about this. If you wanted to do either or for the weapon design, you can get 2 of these hands and do either or. So we are going to do the flamer, because I've yet to do a flamer. We're going to finish building this mini and probably call it a night. I'm mad. I'm mad, I'm upset, and I'm about to cry because my world eaters got hated on again. 2 times in a row. We're always neglected and left it behind. It was so bad, I can't even speak proper English. Oh, goodness. I'm not that mad about it. I just had some hope of, here's a character mini, so that way you can get something this year other than the dog shit Slaughterbound mini. Imperial Legions. Hey man, if there's one thing GW knows how to do is kill a game that is popular. The only reason 40K hasn't been killed off yet is because right now it's too big to fail, and video games like Space Marine 2 are holding it up almost entirely. Hold on a second. I need to grab a drink because I'm having heartburn right now. I need to either grab a drink or grab something to eat. I know I had a spicy chicken sandwich earlier. that's much better. Drink of water helped. I need to quit putting my boots there because every time I walk through my dining room in the dark, I just kick them barefooted. And kicking steel-toed cowboy boots fucking hurts. When I'm actually saying ow doing that, that actually hurts. That one hurts. Alright. There's the other half of the flamer. And now we just need the hose and the little bit to go in here. I'm going to be excited if this actually fits properly. And the little hose. And that should be it. Let me double check. What is that for? Oh, that's for the Gatling cannon. All right. We'll put this together. And then we should have a full Dreadnought ready to prime. Well, looks like Eternal got his hopes up and got left down. I don't even see him in chat anymore. He got so mad he left. Nothing I Wanted came out. They really threw us for a loop with a brand new Titus Mini. I don't think anyone saw that coming. Is stream crashing? Is everything crashing? Crashing down like GW just did to my soul. Okay, let's see. That fit perfectly. That's amazing. Somebody who designed this did a great job. Although I've got a spot to clean. That'll work. The problem is I'm trying not to get too much super glue in here. Because if you do, it'll squirt out the sides and make a giant mess. And I got too much right there. I already know I do. Okay. Last but not least, let's see if these hoses are going to even come close to being the correct length. Oh, fuck. Well, it's a good thing that super glue's not dried yet. Don't put that over minis that are primed. Please get away from that. Okay, that's fine. We spilled some glue, but we're okay. Put the lid on tight so it doesn't happen a second time. And make this work. There we go. Perfect. That is that done. Let me make sure it all looks good. It looks a little goofy, but I mean, it won't look as bad when it's fully painted. Also, this is swappable. I did leave that, the ability to be swappable. Well, that's done for now. Let's go ahead and take that off so it doesn't get super glued on. That's how we messed up with the Riptide battle suit. Put magnets away. That everyone has left stream. At least YouTube says everyone left stream. Eternal was so bad he left. Let's look at the Discord and see what y'all's art looks like. Yeah, see, YouTube does this really weird thing where it doesn't tell me when the fuck people are here. We'll look at art and then we'll probably call it a stream. I hate to end stream this early. We've only been streaming for 2 hours. I got jumped by this being way earlier than expected and then got proceeded to be smacked in the face by stuff not being anywhere close to what anyone hoped of it being. Let me look at the minis for Discord only real quick. Oh. Minis for stream. And there's a train that hopefully y'all do not hear. So, I think... Ooh, we gotta go ways back. I think we saw these. I do like the little Inquisition logo. Way easier version. Go away. That's not what I wanted. Yeah, that's true. And we got the orc decapitation man. You know what's kind of bad about this? I do have STL files, so if you wanted to do these Deathwatch, I have the STL file for the other half to be Deathwatch. I feel bad for the one from the past if he wanted to do Deathwatch versions. But he does a lot of painting. He does a lot of glow painting. I really like this. Super cool. And a bunch of new Tyranid warriors. Eternal, your stuff's here if you're still around after that shit show that we all watched together. And then Jesus has posted in chat. Jesus is here. He posted some of his artwork. That's a pretty good. That's really good. A lot of Angrax Earthshade. I didn't even see the Armiger. Oh, he's even got a little dude. A little Cadian, I think. Wow, that was atrocious. Oh, Eternal, if you're here. The showered with 40 dudes hat might become a thing. It might become a thing. Like I said, I will have to do pre-orders for it because and they're not out yet. I got to figure it out because I think for me to do it, yeah, Jesus is a Warhammer fan. He will smite GW any day now and tell them, "Hey, dipshits, get your shit together." Use a strong wash on the Marine? Hell yeah, the Armiger is fun. Sometimes painting really big things is a lot more fun than you ever expect it. I am not looking forward to painting this for my guys. Deathwatch chapters. A Liberator. Oh! So, somebody's going to have to choose the Deathwatch chapter for the, I just forgot what's it called. Not a Warhammer commentator. Were you there were you commentating on that shit show they just put out? Here's your only thing for Warhammer now, or do 40k stuff. It's Titus, and that's really it. And his band of merry men. It's Ultramarines the show again. Somebody's gonna have to dono to claim the Redemptor Dreadnought for the Deathwatch chapter. Uh-oh. Somebody didn't get disappointed about 20 minutes ago. Okay, so new announcements. There was a Warhammer show literally 20 minutes ago. I've got to get the proper shoulder and everything ready for it. So this is what I was talking about. Yeah, dude, Legions Imperialis can fuck off. Okay, so that's 40k, that's 40k, that's not 40k. That's Horus Heresy stuff. Legions Imperialis stuff. I'm sorry. Yeah, that's Legions No, that's 30k, 30k. Legions Imperialis, Old World, Necromunda. I didn't see that person before with her crazy ass hair. Okay, so you ready to see everything that was 40k related? Titus, new Captain Titus. There was a whole animation about it. New Captain Titus looks really good. I'm pissed that I got to paint Titus a second time in the same year, but Mini looks dope. I'm happy about that. Titus rolls around with his crew, being this abomination of a man with his horrible face. Do I still have the photo pulled up? I do not. His face looks atrocious. He looks like a character from Baki. His the guy who chose him, I can't remember his name. The guy from Secret Level. And the ship captain of stuff, dude, they did him so fucking dirty. Oh, then more entourage people. I think this is the this is all like part of the ship for the second company, the like ship commanders. And then new Necrons. This is an entirely new mini. It's like a new leader. It's a Scorpec destroyer. This is the same thing from a different angle. He looks really good. The 500 Worlds box was confirmed to be a real thing. The Nightbringer that we've already seen, and the 500 Worlds Titus. This is literally kind of like a crusade, but they didn't call it a crusade. Next is the rest of the 40 Hammer. The 40k range refresh, new stuff. One character for the Leagues of Votann who loves killing orcs, and he has the Thang's skin disease. These dope-ass twins for, well, they're originally triplets, but they're twins now because one of them died. For Tau, really like it. Really like the color scheme. I think having this side be red and this side be black, that's a lot of black, though. Maybe flip that. Have this side be red and this side be white. That might look really good. Yeah, they took away the chaplain. And then this is the only Tyranid model. And that's it. That's it, except for Necromunda, which is this guy who kind of looks like a blood angel. And when you take off his armor, he's all emaciated. And these guys here. New kin. I love the giant power suits and then being the little guys. New Necromunda book. That's it. That's all that was for 40k. This isn't even new stuff. It's such shamefulness. World Eaters were left out again. All of our leaks turn out to never be true. Oh goodness. It's shitty, but what are you gonna do? And here's the biggest problem. I think they've talked about everything until 11th edition. Everything that's going out right now, like all this stuff, is the end of 11th edition. There's not going to be anything else new until 11th, I bet. And that is pathetic. That was really bad. Scarab Gold. Yeah, no, that's the other thing too. They didn't really publicize it a lot. So I think they knew they were going to piss people off. Also, Titus literally came out this year. He came out in 2025 as a lieutenant. That's a way better picture of his gun. Oh, you're not going to show me that picture of his gun? Fuck you. His bolter looks really good in that picture, but it's It's wild. Also, did Titus give... He gave him a promotion because he's no longer a sergeant. Otherwise, that would be red. So, did Titus literally just give, oh, my sergeant, yes, I will take you and make you better. Fuck the other guy. He literally just said, fuck you. What's his name? Carreon? Yeah, Charon. He said, fuck you. I like this dude. We're gonna make his face look weird. Yeah. But they did add the guy from Secret Level. God. Well, that is a shameful show for tonight. Well, I did not mean to hit the BRB button. Hold on. We'll go back to stream. So, stream's not going to be very long tonight because of that was going to be the main part of it. I was kit bashing. Woo! I about dropped it on the floor. I was kit bashing this to make sure this would work. So, when I do sell bits boxes on the merch store, the temporary merch store, that one might be temporary. It is, I wanted to know it worked. It's going to require some green stuff and some super glue and some magnets. But, I mean, it's a turnable, a fully 360-degree hand. Also, if you were to have two of these, you could do a hand swap and have both the flamer and the chain pistol. So you could hot swap every weapon except for these. These, I don't know how you'd be able to make magnetized. And if I can keep the damn thing on camera, that would also be helpful. So the Deathwatch Redemptor Dread is ready. I am taking recommendations for $5. Let's change that so it is not $5 because $5. Oh no, $5 is not the jump scare anymore. What the fuck is the $5 alert? Oh, it's the Orc-Waaagh. I gotta change that because that October is over. But I will go ahead and switch us over to the end screen because I'm getting peckish and I'm probably gonna run to Taco Bell. Thank you all for watching. To be fair, it would be really weird to have Chair Iron because he looks like a younger version of the secret guy. That is true. That's very true. That camera's been out of focus this entire time because of course it has. Why would it be in focus? Please, for the love of God, focus on the flying thing. I have to manually focus this camera every single time. Please focus on it. You know what? I'll just fix that after stream. Thank you all for stopping by on this great day of reveals. There was so much to be happy for. Ultramarine fans are ecstatic. Chaos and everyone else is... Wait! What? Wait for what, Pasta? What you got? Wait, you got more minis for stream? More than likely he'll be a captain again. In Space Marine 1, he was a captain. So I doubt anything really changes that much. Oh, Chair Iron? I don't think anything will happen to him because he's not gonna be in Space Marine 3. I bet he's not. I bet you he's not. But it is 8:46 and I am hungry, so I'll fix this damn camera later. Why is it? I hate this camera. I need to get a second camera already. Again. Yep. Again, thank you all for watching. Hopefully the 3D printer will be back up on Tuesday this weekend. When I'm not streaming, I'm gonna take some time to practice my Warhammer so you all can play me on TTS 500 point games. Like, subscribe, do all the magical stuff that YouTube wants me to tell you to do, and I will see you guys tomorrow. We'll be painting jet bike stuff. Monday, the Raven Wing jet bike is not done yet. Monday, it will be done because I got some stuff coming for it. So I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye.